Okay.
Wait. Okay. I don't like that. I was trying to angle myself differently. Hey, welcome, guys, to the Miyagi Kai Podverse, episode 1. I have my friend Beyond the Kai right here.
Yo,
and
what's
we
up,
have
everybody?
more people coming. So this should be a great stream, guys. First episode of many every Saturday night, guys. Welcome all. Welcome Beyond the Kai.
Yo,
We got
what's up?
some viewers in the chat. 666. Like I was saying before you left earlier, Underground, we'll probably figure a way to squeeze some Daredevil in tonight at some point. You hear what I said, Underground?
Oh, yeah. I heard what you said about the Daredevil.
Oh, good. I know last time when you were here, you got cut off, so I wanted to make sure.
Yeah.
Oh, there she is. Welcome, Melissa. You like the music I got playing, Underground?
It's cool.
Yeah, I can change it too. I just liked it. Okay, that's from Melissa.
Is she here?
She'll be here in a minute.
All right.
Is that really Jake? I don't believe that's Jake. I'll have to check in a minute. Here's Melissa.
Hey, Bonsai.
Hey, Bonsai, Melissa.
Bonsai.
This is really cool.
Yeah.
First of many.
I know. I like it. I think it's working good. All right,
Yeah.
I'm just trying to get used to this. I'm still new to this.
Oh, Jake's here too.
Is that really you, Jake?
Wait, hold on. You're modded. You modded him, right? Yeah, it is Jake.
Okay, Restream doesn't show me if it's really Jake or not. Unlike
you modded him. I could see it in the chat. He's modded.
Oh, that's good. See, it doesn't show me who's modded here. It shows me that they have a YouTube thing. And it shows me that they're from YouTube. And it shows me your stuff, but it doesn't show me everything. Jake, that link is in the. Oh, it's you. Okay. Oh, the link's in the chat, bro. If you want to come up and chat with us, you're welcome to.
Yeah. Yep. Oh, did you send a message to Terrell telling him that?
Oh no, I was going to. I was hoping he'd come over here. Is he busy tonight?
I don't know. I could send him a message, and you could send him a message.
You could message him. It's all good. You know, I don't mind. I gotta figure out how to do it. But I was looking at the software. I like the layout of these of the way this is set up. I might start filming videos in Restream because there's some really cool things I'm seeing on how to create. Yo, Retro Lad.
Hey, Retro Lad.
What's good, Retro? Yeah, Retro. We can use Restream for the podcast on Tuesday. This works great. And we have awesome music, and we can have a whole team up here together. No thanks,
Yeah.
I'll see you in the chat. No worries, Jake. You're good. I'll be comfortable with what you're comfortable with, bro.
Yeah.
This setup is super easy, and unlike whatchamacallit, StreamYard, there isn't a limit on how many hours you can stream on here.
There's unlimited? Yeah, that's really cool.
Pretty unlimited. Because Underground, how many streams have you done on Restream for your podcast?
I did a lot.
Yeah. I never asked you that you had to pay for any premium version or anything. We'll turn the music off for now just because it gets a little loud at times.
It's free.
Oh, you're not going to be able to be on this Tuesday? Okay. Should I still do Legion of Creators and just have different people, but you won't be there? Okay. That's fine, bro. I don't mind. That's not a problem. If you can't come on that day, and other people can't come on, I might just do a Q&A day, because honestly, Q&As in here would be really fun.
Yeah.
Watching Andy do a Q&A yesterday, I haven't done a solo Q&A in a long time. Like, honestly, I kind of miss doing the individual Q&As. I feel like when they're sick, I feel like my community missed just seeing me talk about things.
Oh
Again.
yeah, we all did. We all did, Joe.
Yeah, I figured as much. Oh shoot, what is this thing? Yeah, let's turn that a bit better.
Oh, hey
Like,
Joe, do you want to tell everybody, just now that everybody's here, do you want to tell everybody about our new podcast on Thursdays that we're going to be doing this
yeah.
Thursday?
So now that we got this set up, guys, we'll be doing the Herd podcast on Thursday at the same time, presumably. So it should be really good. Retro, that's true. Do you think that I can still probably talk to Rob and see if Rob still wants to come on Tuesday? Because I can probably get Rob. I can probably see if Dennis and the other people still want to come on. I can make it work if they want to do it. I just need to know ahead of time, Retro Lad.
All right, I sent Tyrell a message. I said, I told him Bonsai. I said, the Miyagi verse podverse that we talked about. Joe has it up right now, and you are available. And
Yeah.
if you aren't available, you can come join us. It's on Joe's channel.
Oh yeah. So yeah, we're gonna do so we're gonna do Miyagi Kai every Saturday, guys, and then we're gonna be doing we're gonna do a Herd on Thursdays. So you're gonna get triple dose of me, guys.
Yeah.
You got me on Tuesday.
And a triple dose of me.
And you got me on Saturday. So I'm about to be straight streaming royalty, bitches. Let's go.
And I hate to break this to you, but as long as it's okay with Joe, but they basically get a triple dose of me too.
Be so ladylike, they won't even know I've come.
That's funny.
She said that with a bunch of nuns around her.
Ask them. That's hilarious. Yeah. Ask them and just message them. So, yeah, I'll do that, Retro Lad. Thanks. Also, guys, this is still a new podcast. So right now, while we're still getting set up and looking for co-stars, even though this is the Miyagi Kai podcast, you guys can ask me questions, underground questions, and Melissa questions about any topic right now.
Yeah, it's actually podverse. It's actually podverse, not podcast.
Oh yeah, podverse. Yeah, so we're doing open mic right now. So any questions you guys want to hear my take on things that I missed out on, or you didn't get to see me make a video or give an opinion on, feel free to drop it in the chat.
Yeah.
Answer.
And also too, we're also going to be discussing theories too on Karate Kid Legends and the potential spin-offs and sequels.
We're going to be talking Karate Kid Legends, potential spin-offs, and a lot of fun stuff.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, like for instance,
Hey Jennifer.
Hey Jennifer.
Welcome.
And I also want to talk to you guys about Herd a little bit. When we do Herd, that's going to be something a little bit different. It's going to be about us talking about our feelings and how we feel.
Yeah. We're going to get very real and get very emotional, and it's going to get kind of intense, but it's going to be awesome.
Yes. But me, Joe, and Tyrell are going to be the hosts because we're going to be we're going to be sort of like the senseis, because we're going to be the most balanced of the three. We're going to make sure that our stream stays balanced.
Yep, I agree.
Especially emotionally. And what we're going to do is that we're going to have maybe each person come on the stream and just talk about their feelings and ask for advice. And so we want to make everybody feel heard.
Yeah.
On the stream. And it could be about anything, whether it's you're sad about a TV show ending or you're sad about, or something happened to you and you want to talk, you want to vent, there are things going on in your life. And that's what we're going to be here for.
That's really chosen. I don't believe that's really chosen. Chosen, that's really you in the queue. Answer in the chat right now because I don't believe that's really you.
So that's what we're going to talk about.
Sorry.
And it's going to be an open mic.
It's you? Are you sure it's you? Oh, okay, let me figure this out. I got to check.
It's going to, and it's going to be a channel where everybody feels comfortable.
Yeah, I agree.
You don't have to talk about things that you're not comfortable with talking to us about, but you can talk about anything you want.
And I'm going to share a lot of my life experience with you guys. You guys are going to get to know me besides just talking about
Yeah, me too. Me too.
I'm going to get
Me
very
too.
real with you guys. So it's
Yeah.
going to be cool.
Yeah, that's what Tyrell, Joe, and I are going to do. We're going to talk about ourselves and our own life experiences.
All right,
So that we can all create so that we can create a safe space, a safe zone.
Chosen, can you comment on the regular chat, not just the private chat, so I can see your, to make sure that it's really you. I know you're saying it's really you, but I've been fooled before, so I want to make sure it's really you.
All right, Tyrell said he can't join us this week, but he'll probably be able to join us on Thursday.
No worries. Jake, we got to figure out when. Oh, you're not. Yeah, no, I knew you're not the real Chosen. That's cute.
Nope.
That's hilarious. I'll break your teeth.
Oh yeah, good luck doing that. You'll break your fist before you break his teeth because you'll have bloody knuckles of your own.
Yeah, you're gonna get the full Terry Silver treatment, bro, just by breaking my teeth. I haven't heard that one before. That's funny. And Jake says, so me and Jake have been working on something. We got to find out when we'll do the Wizarding World podcast, Joe. Like I said, Jake, my schedule, because I know you work a lot more days than you work different days than I do. I'm completely open. You tell me when we're doing this thing. I will show up ready to talk some Harry Potter, bro. You just tell me, and I am game, set, and match.
Oh, when does he want to do it?
He's asking me when I want to, and I'm saying he tells me when I'm there.
And what is that, like a game?
No, it's a podcast we're gonna do about Harry Potter because there's a new show coming out.
Oh yeah. Oh, can I join you guys? Because I love Harry Potter.
Of course. The more the merrier.
When are you guys gonna do it?
I'm asking Jake right now.
You know,
what day feels like the best Harry Potter day for you, Jake? You Potterhead.
You know what? Did you guys ever watch the live action Beauty and the Beast?
Yeah, that was funny, Joe.
Yeah, I thought it was fantastic.
So did I. Did you know that they had Emma Watson, who plays Hermione, play Belle?
Of course.
That was really cool. Like I've always I've always loved her as Hermione. But I mean, to see her play Belle, that was incredible.
It's just great casting. She just did a good job.
Yeah. I mean, and something else too is that if you really think about it, there's not that much difference between Hermione and Belle.
I don't disagree. Is this awesome podcast every Saturday this time? Yes. Yeah. Every Saturday, this podcast will be going on. It's our new tradition.
Yeah. Oh, Joe, you know what I wanted to talk to you about? I have a new theory about Karate Kid Legends.
Okay. Shoot.
So do you know how Daniel's going to be teaching Li Fong, right? That's what his name?
Yeah.
Yes.
And you know how Daniel and Jackie are going to be teaching Li Fong everything that they've learned in karate and kung fu? Well, what if Li Fong at the end of this movie decides to take everything that he has learned from both Daniel and Jackie Chan and create his own dojo? He's not just running continuing Jackie's dojo. He's starting his own.
I could see that, actually. I like that in theory. That's a good video material theory. I like that.
Yeah. He actually starts his own dojo with a new name, with a fusion of, because it's like what Daniel said, there's one tree, but many different branches.
Mm-hmm.
So and with the new name that combines everything that he's learned.
I love that. I think that'd be fantastic. And Retrolad, to be blunt on that topic, I know a lot because I've read all the books, but I also have been to Wizarding World in Orlando a couple times now. And Well, I still haven't completed Hogwarts Legacy. Once we start doing streams on the regular, once I have the date we're going to start doing streams, I'll start streaming Hogwarts Legacy every day once the podcast is confirmed what day it's going to happen. And also, speaking of which, guys, I have an announcement to make to my co-hosts, Underground and Melissa.
What?
I'm going to binge the living shit out of Smallville tomorrow so that we are good. So I'm going to join you guys tomorrow.
Oh, that'll be awesome.
Yeah. So,
All right.
Like, I'm going to Mike Barnes the shit out of Smallville. just like, hey, what's up?
Now, what
Alright.
time are we gonna start Beyond the Kai? We're gonna start like regular, like 9:30 my time, and you're
same time.
yeah. I think that would be 9:30 my time and 7:30 your time, right?
No, 6:30 my time.
Oh, okay.
Ooh, I like that. I can add this person to the block list permanently. Ooh, bye.
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome, Jake. Yeah. So you said, what was the time that you guys said? Sorry, I was doing with a moron.
So it would be 8:30 my time, which would be 7:30 your time.
Okay, yeah, perfect. I mean, I'm off tomorrow after I get home from work tomorrow. Like I said, I'm gonna come home from work, and you might not hear from me for a few hours because I'm gonna probably just be like grabbing the snacks. Oh, that's good, Jake. I like that. That's funny.
Thanks, Jake.
Yeah. So I literally like am gonna go home from work because it's my Friday tomorrow. Once I get home tomorrow, I am going to sit my ass on the freaking couch, pop the popcorn, and you bet your ass I'm gonna be watching Superman for as many hours as it takes to get to you you guys. So
okay, awesome.
So what episode are you guys on right now?
Well,
I think we're on episode. Hold on, let me check.
14 now.
I think so.
Okay.
Hold on.
So I'll go nonstop, and I will make it to episode 14.
Let me double check.
I'll make it to episode 13 right before we start the podcast, I think. So we got 9 people watching. Sick.
That's awesome.
Yeah, that's good.
Now, Joe, do you still think that Sam might be just in a small portion of Karate Kid Legends? You want to tell people your theory on that?
Give me a second. I'm laughing at this moron. You don't have any good followers on social media. You're a low-life loser.
Okay. Actually, no, it's not episode 16. It's episode
Not 14? It's a different episode? Okay.
No, it's not episode 4. Okay, yeah, it is episode 14. We're on. Yeah, we are on that.
No worries. Bye, bitch. Li Fong, he can name it Kung Fu Do. I like that, Underground. That's a good one.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, do you want to tell them your theory on how Sam could be in Karate Kid Legends? Maybe at least in a small portion.
I think that Sam could appear in Karate Kid Legends because she's. What was that?
Sorry about that.
Oh, it's okay.
Want to repeat that?
Well, I think Sam could be in Karate Kid Legends because it would make sense that she would probably have a connection with Daniel. Maybe by the time this happens, maybe she's done with her stuff in Okinawa and she goes to visit Daniel. Or maybe there's a scene in the beginning of Karate Kid Legends before Mr. Han gets what's it called? Maybe there's a scene before Mr. Han gets to Daniel that he has a moment with Sam, like she came home for a little bit.
Yeah.
So I think that could happen. Or in the very end of the movie, maybe she's the setup for the next big project. because based on what Ralph Macchio says, I kind of think that this movie will. I don't know if it will necessarily lead to a sequel, but I think there'll be some sort of cliffhanger in this movie that will lead to some project in the Miyagi verse.
Yeah. Get out of here.
Side character, my ass.
Get out of here. You're
Keep
out of
going.
here.
The nice thing about Restream that
Gone.
I like more than StreamYards is I can add people to a block list and they stay blocked.
Yeah.
So like this one, there was StreamYard flows right through YouTube, so it doesn't do that. But here, when I block something, you're gone, bitch. Like it's not happening. Oh yeah, next time when I have more time to prepare, I'm gonna put clips in between when I say things. So that there's gonna be clips in here next time you guys come into Restream. So whenever Silver says a threat to me, I'm gonna pull the clip from Fast and the Furious 8 with The Rock, and it's gonna say, "I've been waiting a long time for this." Slams his hand into the prison cell. Keep waiting, bitch.
Yeah. You should do what the Chosen One does. Like he have all these clips like where he has like where he basically tells people how stupid they are by doing.
I was gonna have them preloaded just in time.
Yeah.
Yeah, doing more videos, games, projects on my YouTube channel soon. That's awesome, Retro Lad. I got that Avatar video coming out for you tonight, bro. I've been meaning to get to it, but I'll get to it tonight.
Yeah. So in Karate Kid Legends, I definitely think that they should maybe set up or spin off, or at least like heavily hint toward the Miyagi prequel.
They could definitely hint towards something. We're probably going to find out some information about Mr. Miyagi that's going to be pretty big.
Well, we already did in the trailer.
Yeah, but I think the trailer is kind of trying to prepare us for what, because they have to give a reason for people to see this movie, you know? And I think there's going to be some hidden secrets in the movie that the trailers won't reveal. So I think there may be possibilities that they might go even deeper into the lore. Like you and I have talked about before, Melissa. They might go into the background story that Miyagi also learned Kung Fu. Like, that's what they're probably going to go into, is the fact that the reason that he knew Mr. Han is that they might have trained together, or at the very most, like, knew of each other.
Yeah. Well, they met because Mr. Han clearly states that he knew Mr. Miyagi.
Yeah, but we just don't know how much. Like, you can say you know someone, but how much do you really know someone?
Well, I mean, here's the thing. He knew enough about him to know about Daniel.
Exactly. That's very true. I do find it interesting that he didn't know that Miyagi had passed, though, because he said in the trailer, "I'm not here for Miyagi-san. I'm here for you," which I think that's interesting.
Yeah. Well, he might have known, though, that with that being said, he might know that Mr. Miyagi passed. That's why he was looking for Daniel.
That's true. He might. That's true. But he didn't act like he did. So unless they're trying to pull the punches and hide from the trailers, it's hard to say.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I agree. I think we're going to learn some big secrets. I was telling Melissa Underground, I still think that Sensei Wolf might be in Karate Kid Legends.
I know a lot of people don't like this, like particularly Cobra Kai Karate, and World. I think that and I'm not saying that. I still think that Sam and Miguel may still be together. Hopefully, if they ever do a spinoff with her in Okinawa, like what we talked about.
Yep.
They could still be together. I think that not non-romantic, and I'm speaking non-romantic wise when I talk about this, but I do feel like they set up something between her and Axel.
Yeah, I think so. There could be something there. I mean, I know Patrick Lewis wants a spinoff, so there's a lot of potential for what they can do.
I mean, so it's like I feel like they set something up between him and Sam.
Oh gosh, yeah.
I mean,
you're not wrong. I mean, yeah, it's it's possible that they definitely set something up.
Because the fact that all it takes is a look from Sam for Axel to literally like disobey his Wolf and Silver, and like that says something very strong between them.
You're right. I think you're absolutely right. I think that there definitely is something set up on that one.
Yeah, so if like we could and like I said, this is like non-romantic wise. Like I'm not talking about romantic wise. It doesn't have to be romantic.
Yeah.
Like, but like I mean, it could be maybe student teacher wise or student sensei wise, or just something like a really strong, powerful friendship, like where Sam has like a positive impact.
I think that's possible. How long are the ads, honey?
Is that you, Underground?
45 seconds.
What are you talking about?
What were you doing underground?
No, I was hearing like that clicking noise, and
I'm hearing that too.
I think so.
Were you typing something underground?
No, I think it's my phone.
You're hearing click. Yeah, I was hearing clicking too. I was like, "Where's the clicking coming from?"
Yeah.
What's this? What's the mysterious clicking noise? Click, click.
But I definitely, Joe, I definitely want to talk. I definitely want to do like the stories that we talked about.
Yeah, I mean, I really want Tyrell here for that because I think he's got some really good ideas.
Wait, what?
I really want Tyrell here because I think he's got some really good ideas for those.
Yeah. Stories. Now we would have to do that on a day that he's available, which is normally just Thursday, which we're going to be doing on Hurt on Thursday. So.
Did he say he's never available on Saturdays, or he's just busy this Saturday?
I don't know. He said that. Hold on. Let me see. He said, oh yeah, he always works on Saturdays.
Okay, no worries.
So if we do talk about we could, we could set aside like some downtime, like where after we're okay. Where we could set aside some time where we do like come up with some ideas for story on the spin-offs and prequels.
Well, yeah, we could set some aside during the end of the Herd podcast where we literally like just talk with Tyrell, and then that gives us our ideas for Saturday.
Yeah.
That could be a good idea. We could have him
where
help.
We can write, where he could tell it, like where he could like tell us his ideas, and what he wants the story to be, and then you and I, we could incorporate or write the stories ourselves when we're on here.
Yeah, I agree with you, Talk Watch. It's good to see you back, brother.
Hey. Yeah. Well, what do you think of that idea, Joe?
I love that idea, Melissa. I think that's great. I think we'll definitely get him involved.
And we'll definitely, that way Tyrell can definitely get full-fledged credit,
Yeah.
Now,
wondering why I was laughing. There was Silver Moron was pretending to be Jake, and he came in saying that he was winning the debate, and about a minute before I finished reading his message, I just put another account of his on the block list. Like,
oh, that's great. I'll be right back. I'll be right back.
No worries. Did you see that, Underground? What I did to him?
Yeah, I did.
I can't even see his chat anymore because I banished him to the shadow realm. Be gone. You shall not pass.
Okay. Okay. We are not. Okay. We are not. We are not. Watching Yu-Gi-Oh now.
No, I can get 6 people, Retrolad. I'm up to 6 right now. So me plus others.
The fuck?
Hey, I'm back.
It says I can allow 6 people. A retro ad. But
Now,
yeah.
Beyond the Kai, what Joe and I were talking about, because I know Tyrell, we were talking about Miyagi's spinoffs, prequels, and we were also talking about a potential like Sam spinoff in Okinawa. And I just said that if they do a Sam spinoff, Sam's got to be the underdog in this one.
Yep.
And if they do one with her and Miguel, I think it should be more focused on Sam. Not that I'm trying to cut Miguel out or anything like that, but geez. But
He'll
I'll
come
finish.
Yeah,
I
no,
hope he comes
that's
back.
fine. That's interesting. Yeah, I'll have to figure out how that works. I don't know. I'm not really a very big fan of paying for these online services because I don't like, one, I don't have a lot of money for that, and two, I don't like the idea of all these other companies using different stuff like that. Their monthly fees, I just think, are ridiculous.
Yeah. So what I was saying was that if they do a Sam and Miguel spinoff in Okinawa, I really kind of want it to be where Sam is kind of like more of the main focus rather than it being more Miguel, because I feel like we already got that in Cobra Kai, and I just feel like she's if you're gonna make her, she needs to be an underdog in this spinoff.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like if any spinoff does happen with her and Robbie, it has to be where they do win a tournament, where we actually see them winning a tournament.
I agree.
Now, that's not me saying that. I think that these characters are defined by a trophy or anything like that. I just feel like to have these two, the children of Daniel and Johnny, respectively, be in this universe and be the only ones that don't win a trophy in a tournament is kind of ridiculous.
I agree.
And it should happen.
What happened underground?
Yeah, what did happen?
I
Underground,
honestly have no idea.
Oh, you don't?
You don't
I
know what
have no
happened?
Bad
idea.
connection. It must have been a bad connection.
Because it's not kicking anybody else out. Like, so I'm wondering what it did to you. Because it doesn't have a timer or anything. I don't know why people would get kicked out that way.
Yeah, I don't know.
Because it didn't
Maybe
affect me.
did you hit something did you accidentally hit something, like maybe your hand slipped or something? That's happened to me sometimes.
I'm trying to see if there's any buttons that he would have clicked that would have messed it up.
Yeah. My screen just went dark, and
Maybe it was just a bad connection or something.
It went dark, and you just like. What happened when it went dark? Did you click something? Did it like?
And I think it was overheated.
Oh, that can happen. Yeah.
Yeah.
Too. Yeah, it was overheated.
Yeah, I've noticed that that's a thing that can happen. Overheated can happen. No, that's interesting, Underground. Yeah, what do you think about listening to what Melissa was saying?
Did you hear what I said?
Barely.
Okay, so you want to tell them what I was saying, Joe?
So she was talking about how basically she wants Sam to. She believes Sam should get, like, she wants Sam to be the underdog in her story. She doesn't necessarily need to win a trophy, but just we have to show her worth and show that she's the amazing character and deserves to have a W and have a victory that I feel she deserves to get.
Oh yeah. Okay. I honest, honestly, um, I feel like Sam uh does not need a win because um uh sh- she is already a winner in life already.
Oh, I mean, no arguments here, but
So
with that being said, it's like it's kind of like it's kind of ridiculous to have both her and Robbie in this universe be the only characters that don't win a trophy. And I'm not saying that these characters are defined by a trophy or anything like that, but it's just like to have these two who are the children of Daniel and Johnny respectively not not win a single tournament is and in this universe it's just it kind of doesn't make sense, you know.
oh,
I hear you, Retro Lad.
all right. So before anyone calls me a
what is
Sam
retro
hater
what does
because
retro lab mean, like what?
of that,
Yeah, what?
um,
But that's
I
what, like, saying.
I am not a Sam hater.
No, we know that.
What do you mean, Mrs. Sun will be the best player in the world? Misa is not everyone can do what legends can't do. What do you mean by that, Retro Lad?
Yeah,
I need some clarity on that one.
yeah. I mean, and Hayden did say in a Q&A, he answered this. You want to bring up the Q&A that Hayden did?
I don't know if I can find it anymore. I can try.
If you go to Hayden's page and you go to reply
Let
on
me
Twitter, you should be able to see it.
let me see. I will see if I can do that. I'm trying to switch. Okay. One sec. I will look for it. Okay. Hayden. I'm still present with you guys. I'm just looking for something right now. All right.
Ye- uh, yeah. As for Tori, getting the big win, um, she totally deserved that. After all the uh crap that she's
Yeah. Yep.
been through, yeah.
Yeah, I'm looking for the Q&A right now. I'm on
Oh,
Hayden's
so this
page.
is what this is what Retro Lad said. He said Messi is the best soccer football player in the world. That's like saying his son, when he's grown up, will be like his father. Not everyone has the same skills as father or anyone. Like I said, Robbie should win something at least because he's done good in tournaments. And Sam and Tori, and Jennifer says Sam and Tori spinoff. Yeah. Oh yeah, yeah. Retrolette, I wasn't saying like they should win a tournament because they're the kids, just because they're the kids of Daniel and Johnny. That's not what I meant. What I meant is that their skills and their growth and everything that they've been through, they to have them be in this universe and be the only two characters not win a tournament, it would be kind of ridiculous. Like they should win a tournament. They should win a trophy at respectively. Not because they're the children of the legacy characters, but just because of how much a part of the legacy that they are.
They're super gifted.
Yeah, exactly. Not because they're Johnny and Daniel's kids. I'm talking about the Miyagi legacy in general. They're part of that. Like their bloodline to that. And the skills that they've shown, it's like they deserve it. You know, the skills and the sacrifices that they've made. Robbie more than anybody. They deserve a trophy. They deserve a win. At least at some point, a tournament win at some point. That's all that I was saying.
Yeah.
And I know that I said that daughter of Daniel, son of Johnny Lawrence. I don't mean it like that. I just mean it like to have the kids who are so much like that are this much part of the Miyagi legacy, the Miyagi verse legacy, be the only ones to not have like a real win is just kind of like ridiculous. Because they've grown so much.
I got good news. I found it. All right. There you go.
But I feel like with what Hayden has said and what it's been teased, I feel like they are destined to get at least one tournament win.
Okay, I found it, Melissa.
So do you want to read it?
Yeah, give me 1 second to zoom in. I gotta make the screen larger, guys. It might disappear for a second.
And don't forget, there are many other tournaments, not just under 18 tournaments.
So Melissa says, were you happy with the way that you closed Sam's character at the end without spoiling anything? Is there any future storylines for her, or is her story pretty much closed? Hayden said, yes, I understand if some people aren't, but ultimately she didn't have the same reason / need that her father did. She found her closure and was only fighting for Miyagi-Do. But once they were eliminated under her under 18 karate journey was over, but she's clearly not done with karate. So that's the whole point.
Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. I think what Hayden is saying that he said her under 18 karate day he said that her under 18 tournament days were over. Her under 18 karate journey was over, which I found very interesting. So that means that he didn't say her tournament days were over. He said her under 18 tournament days were over.
Yes.
So that to me says that do you want to read he also answered another tournament question for her. You want to go back to that?
Let me see.
Where somebody else asked another question about her in the tournament. So that to me is teasing something.
Let me see what it was asked about her. Do you remember who said it, Melissa?
No, I don't. And like I said, I'm not saying that Robbie and Sam should win because they're the son of Johnny Lawrence and daughter of Daniel LaRusso. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying is that that it's ridiculous for them to be the only two characters in this Miyagi verse, for them not to win at least one tournament. And and them being like so connected to it. And I'm not saying that they're defined by it. I'm just saying that it just makes the most sense for them to win because they've especially Robbie because they've had a lot of growth and development, and they're arguably the best fighters in one of the best fighters among the teens.
Yeah, I'm
Just in
looking
there.
for.
So
I'm looking for it right now, but I haven't found anything yet. I do find it interesting that Hayden does say that he thinks that Sam is the best fighter between Zara, Tori,
yeah.
which I think is interesting.
Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying. It's like it feels like he's hinting at something, teasing something. You know what I mean?
They could go that route, Jennifer. I think it is possible they're going to have a lot of different spin-off shows. In the future, we see Carmen and Johnny's daughter enter karate, Cobra Kai. It should be called. Well, I like that title, Cobra Kai Bloodlines.
Yeah.
You know what my title was, Underground?
What?
Cobra Kai Next Generations was my
nice.
title idea because it would be about Laura, Kenny, Anthony, and Devin would be like the new like lead students of the Cobra Kai dojo. Because by the time these spinoffs come out, I guarantee you, Robbie, Tori, Sam, Miguel, maybe even Hawk, they'll all be probably senseis by that point.
Yeah. Okay, it was Emma. I found the question. Emma says.
Okay, go ahead and read it.
Emma says, "I'm glad that Tori got her victory, but kind of hoped we would see Sam win a tournament at least once. Is there any chance we get to see her do so in a spinoff in the future?" And Hayden answered, "Anything is possible."
That's interesting. My perfect title is Cobra Kai Rise Again. Ooh, I like that one too.
Good. What's interesting?
What you said. I think that's interesting that they said that.
Yeah, because I mean, I know Hayden likes to troll, but in all honesty, I think he would answer just yes or no on this one.
What do you think about what he said about opening the door to a possible animated continuation of story?
Oh, I asked. I was the one that asked that question.
He responded to that, and I thought that was pretty interesting.
Yeah, he said it's not off the table.
Well,
let me see if I can find it.
Off the table.
Yeah, let me see if I can find it. Okay.
I was just reading it recently.
Yeah, let me see. Let me see if I can find it.
He also answered a question about Sensei Wolf that I thought was pretty interesting.
Yeah.
He said that Wolf.
Oh, you know what? Oh, wait, hold on. He answered a question about a spinoff between Chosen and Kim, and he said that would be cool.
Yeah, I like that.
What were we gonna say about Wolf?
I was gonna say he answered someone about Wolf. A Wolf fan asked what happened to Wolf after the tournament, and Hayden said probably beat himself up a little bit, but not too bad. Or he said hopefully not too bad. Which I kind of think is kind of like an insinuated like wink face, like, oh yeah, don't worry. I think he'll be back. So.
Oh yeah. And Jennifer, I think that is a really good title, Cobra Kai Rise Again. Yeah, and also I found my question. I said, would you guys ever, yep. I said, would you guys ever consider doing a cartoon spinoff of this show? And Hayden answered, yes, the Miyagi verse can handle that.
Yo, I would love to see that.
Did you hear me? Did you hear me, Joe?
Yeah, I thought that's fantastic. I wonder if you did an animated, what spinoff do you think would be suitable for animation?
Definitely not the Miyagi prequel.
Yo, Rodriguez.
Definitely not the Miyagi people, but
That'd be cool.
But I could maybe potentially see like them doing maybe an animated version of that Hawk and Dimitri spinoff.
Yes,
Animated Binary Brothers would be good. What
exactly.
You could make it like you can make it in the same animation like Beavis and Butthead, and just have the two of them just like kind of butting heads.
Now, a lot of people are skeptical about this. I mean, I'm skeptical about it too. But if the big three are involved and it's in their hands, I think a binary spinoff could work.
Oh man, I like Retrolad's idea.
What?
Imagine an anime like Demon Slayer budget or Dragon Ball, but Cobra Kai spinoff.
That would be cool.
Yo, that'd be dope.
Dude, I like that idea. Now, if you're going to do that, you don't want to know what I would do. Your Binary Brothers idea is cool, but if I was going to do a spinoff for animation, even though I'd like to see it in live action, I think animation would be just as cool. I think a like either Underground's idea of the bloodlines or the idea of the idea that I had of like Cobra Kai Next Generations of Johnny teaching the kids, including his daughter, in animation would be kind of cool.
Yeah, that would be cool.
It'd be cool in live action, but animation would be cool too.
Yeah.
I would say, trying to think, just eating ice cream.
Also, too, a spinoff with them in Okinawa.
That'd be cool.
Yeah.
Ella and I were just talking about that. She thinks that an animated spinoff of Stingray would be pretty cool.
That would be awesome.
I still think, even though it's not confirmed yet, I will say because of how much they love the actor, I don't know when it will be announced, but I will not be surprised, especially since he wasn't in a lot of season 6. I think a Stingray solo project is going to be announced any day now. Like, I think maybe even because the actor's busy with his schedule, it could be announced even before some of the other things. Even if the Miyagi prequel comes out first, I think they might announce Stingray's project first because of the fact that a lot of the writers love Stingray. And they did kind of tease him getting a pretty big role, pretty big promotion in the series finale. So
they did.
And I won't lie, man. I kind of love the idea of Stingray.
How far do you think that would go, though?
How far do I think it would go?
Yeah. Do you think they would make it to 6 seasons?
They wouldn't have to. I think
probably.
I think a 3-season comedy show would be beautiful. Just, I think 3 seasons, 4 seasons, Stingray just like yelling at the kids and grooming the kids into being better. Maybe what would make it really funny? Maybe the kids don't have the same taste in music as he has. Imagine the kids are like, we're listening to Taylor Swift and all these other like poppers. Like, get that garbage out of here. You haven't listening to Metallica.
Oh my God.
I don't know. I do really love. I'm gonna do a video. Melissa, you got me really buying that Binary Brothers spinoff in animation.
In animation. I think that would be cool. I think that would be the best way they can make it work.
I really do think I might have to do a video on that because honestly, I really like that idea. And what Retrolad said about, I have a pitch about the Binary Brothers spinoff. I know everyone wasn't crazy about the college episode in season 6, right?
Right.
But I'll be honest with you guys. It doesn't have the same amazingness as like some of the episodes of part 3 because of the fact that we get how do I word this? It doesn't have the amazingness of what we got with like some of the really emotional episodes in part 3 but like it was fun. And the idea of like Dimitri and Hawk not being at Miyagi, not having to deal with their other stuff, maybe having conversations with their girlfriends on the phone because they're going to different colleges and doing other things with their life. Oh, we lost Underground again.
Oh no.
But the idea of them going and just like really having struggles trying to figure out college, and then maybe there's bullies in college that are really messing with them, and just some good old-fashioned Karate Kid Cobra Kai throwdowns would be fun.
Yeah.
I think animation that you could do a lot more with that. Like I like the idea of like the whole animated Dragon Ball stuff going crazy with the effects and Retrolad, yeah, like Avatar The Last Airbender is doing with sequels and spin-offs. We could get.
Yeah.
I'm down for Cobra Kai comics, man. I think that would be cool.
Yeah, that would be.
Yeah, this time, how come on Underground are you just busy doing something? You don't want to come back up? How come you're just?
Yeah, how come? So I see what Retro Lad is saying about like how Sam and Robbie don't need to win a tournament, but I'm just saying like I think like it's just destined for them to win at least one tournament,
Yeah.
I mean, what are your general thoughts on that? I mean, honestly.
I think Sam can get a win, but it doesn't have to come in the form of a tournament.
Right.
I think that Sam will face a new opponent in the Miyagi spinoff. Not Miyagi spinoff, in the Okinawa spinoff. And you know what? I'm going to throw something wild out here that I think that's crazy. I think the writers threw us off. I'm going to make a wild, crazy prediction. I think that Miguel won't be that prominent in the Sam and Miguel Okinawan spinoff.
Right.
In fact, I think not only will he not be prominent, I think the reason he won't be prominent is that he's going to get a different story in a different spinoff.
Okay.
So I know karate will hate this, but I know the writers feel like they've done everything they did with season 6, and they feel pretty satisfied with where the show ended, right? But I'm going to be honest. I'm not satisfied with the Mexico storyline until Miguel confronts Hector and finishes that off himself. So, to me, I like the idea of Miguel going to Mexico by himself, or maybe even meeting halfway and confronting Hector.
Yeah, and that could be.
I think it just seems like it's more important to me than him going to college. I think as a man now, his final test is to defeat his father. And I think that would be awesome.
Yeah.
Retrolight, we could get. Oh, you're saying your phone is heated and my battery is on low. Oh, I understand. Beyond the Kai.
Yeah. So what were you saying though about like about what Sam's like?
Sam could be like, if Axel's in the show, Sam could be helping Axel, but also dealing with her own struggles in Okinawa, because we don't know what kind of threats are out there.
Right.
Like maybe Chosen not being in Okinawa for the storyline was maybe the fact that there's a power void left when Chosen's not there.
Yeah, so, that could be.
Maybe there's remnants of some stuff there that just Sam has to clean up Okinawa in a way.
Maybe.
Something I thought about is Sam did a lot of weapon training in Cobra Kai.
Yeah.
What I thought about was Chosen said to Daniel in season 3 that in Okinawa, people used to train like they were going to war in their houses every day.
Right.
What if without Chosen in Okinawa kind of became a bit more hostile?
Maybe.
And that would be a good role for Sam to play into that situation.
Yeah.
I kind of like that idea.
Now, do you think that Robbie should get a tournament win?
Hold on, give me 1 second. I'm going to answer Retrolad. Yeah, I think that would be really cool, Retrolad. And Underground, the Mexico storyline wasn't a big fan of it. Yeah, I mean, I get that. I like aspects of it. I just feel it's not done underground. And Melissa, you were saying about Robbie.
Yeah, do you think that Robbie should get a tournament win?
I think he has to, because here's the reason why I think Robbie does more than Sam. Is Daniel as a character, he had the All Valley, he got his moment. That's awesome. It's great that he won multiple All Valleys, and that's great. But after everything, even though it's great that he gets his thing with Tori, something I realized about, I was watching a video the other day, and it made me realize something kind of crazy that I think is insane.
Right.
Because Robbie, I was looking at fight scenes for Robbie and Miguel. And even though Miguel got injured and was only in 2 dojos until he got into Miyagi-Do, right?
Right.
I realized that even with Miguel's injury, Miguel ended up by season 6 with more skills than Robbie did in season 6.
Right.
So to me, that's insane, because Robbie trained with Daniel, so he should have learned, and with Chosen Johnny in there, he should have more skills. Something I realized, I don't know if you realized it in part 2, even though he did a bunch of crazy cool kicks on Axel, when he fought how do I put this? When he fought Quan in part 2, he literally just learned how to do his first ever flying sidekick. And that's 1 season behind Miguel.
Okay.
So, to me, I feel, well, validated, I don't need to see Miguel and Robbie fight anymore to see who's equals, but I think Robbie deserves for himself to win and get new skills and show what it's like to be a global champion.
I would go with that. It's just,
I think he deserves that for himself.
Yeah.
Not because he has to prove it, he needs a trophy, but because when you look at everything it was affecting, he handled it better than Johnny did. But now that Johnny got his really big moment, I think Robbie deserves his chance.
I do too. I definitely do too. It's just, I definitely agree with you on that. I would be down for that.
What do you think about my perspective about Robbie having, how he kind of was slower to learn other techniques than like what Miguel got to do despite getting injured?
I think it's very interesting. I definitely think it's a very, very good perspective.
Yeah.
And it shows that Robbie adapts really quicker, a lot quicker.
He adapts really well, but it took him long.
But Miguel is the more equipped to learn faster.
Yeah, that's true.
But like what I was saying is like, and I'm only just doing this based off of Hayden's tweets.
Yeah.
The reason why I'm saying is like Sam may get a tournament win. It's just because of how Hayden answers.
Hello there, David. How are you doing? And Retrolad, I read that report. I have a big video planned for that. I thought I was done talking about lanterns, Retrolad. It turns out I got still 2 more lantern videos in the pipeline for tonight.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I'm glad he mentioned that because I like that.
But yeah, the reason why I was saying like Sam getting a tournament win, it's just I'm just doing it based off of Hayden's comments, answers.
Yeah.
I mean, she may not need a tournament win in Cobra Kai, but what if they could set it up where she does need it and in a spinoff?
Well, I think it's possible because I don't know, David. I guess they just didn't have a story for him. But I think
what were you saying?
He asked about Hector, and I said, I guess there just wasn't a story for him. But we can get something in the future. I do believe that Miguel does have unfinished business with him.
Yeah, but what were you saying though about Sam?
I think that in Okinawa, like I mentioned, the danger. I think there may be some sort of secret tournament in Okinawa currently. Yes,
They could.
Like, I think there could be something like that. And I do think, yeah, like David, like I said, I don't think the book is closed on Hector for good yet. I think he
And I
could.
think so, and I think so too, with what you're saying, Joe, about like there being a secret tournament.
Yeah. It's just they said several theories about him returning. Yeah, because people wanted to see him. I personally felt that when people were talking about my theory before season 6 came out was that I wanted Robbie to win the Sekataikai because I didn't know what was going to happen with spinoffs after. And I wanted that to happen because I thought that something would happen in the end of the tournament where Miguel was going to get pulled away from the tournament to be like, hey, Robbie, you got this. You're going to crush this. I believe in you. But I need to go beat my former deadbeat former dad's ass. And just
yeah.
Like that's the vision I envisioned. Like I envisioned Miguel and Hector getting into a boxing match and just like going crazy. But then as I told Ellen yesterday, Miguel was gonna absolutely destroy his former father. Like it was gonna be hilarious. Yes, do you all feel Hector's story is over and done with? No. Oh, absolutely not. I don't think it's done with.
Yeah, I don't think so either. I mean, karate is not going to like that, but
one thing I thought about that's even more interesting, Melissa, is Shomo's at the age right now as Miguel is. If Miguel gets older, sometimes when Miguel as a teen, he's still learning, he's still experiencing things. When you get older, he really builds up different things. And I wouldn't be surprised if as an adult, he really starts to realize that maybe he does need to deal with Hector. Like, something I was actually kind of thinking about that nobody really talks about. Melissa, that sounded like an evil laugh just now.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, she can be kind of villainous sometimes, David. But she means well.
Oh, can I?
I was teasing. I was joking. It's called banter, Melissa.
Oh.
It's all good. But no, so I think that what could happen, actually, now that I think about it, one thing I was really thinking about was the idea of I never would want to put Robbie and Miguel pitted against each other, who's stronger, who's not stronger.
Yeah.
But one thing I was disappointed in season 6 is I think, and I know we did get to see in Barcelona, Sam and Axel confronting Quan and Yoon outside the tournament, right?
Yeah.
But I firmly believe if Miguel, Sam, Robbie, Hawk, Dimitri, and Tori, all the teams, right? All the most important ones. All of them are outside in a box in a death match. Someone is very dangerous. Here's what I'll say. I think maybe only 2, 3 people in that scenario are coming out of that street fight with barely a scratch on them.
Mm-hmm.
And I think those 3 are, because in this scenario, Hawk is back to like season 3 Hawk. So you got,
right.
If I'm writing Hawk, it's Hawk, Tori, and Miguel are the only ones walking out of that fight.
Right.
Scratch on it. That doesn't mean the other people won't do well, but I think there's certain characters in this show that are just built for the street. Like they just know that they can just crush it. And I think the show deserved to give us, specifically with the teams, I would have loved to see a Miguel. Hopefully in the future there'll be a Miguel proper street fight.
Yep.
Because I would love to, honestly, if I'm being completely honest, I would love to see, I kind of want to see Okinawa in almost like a Gotham City state where it's riddled by crime, kind of like how Mexico was. And then you could see, imagine like maybe Sam's teaching classes and doing things, and Miguel takes a walk, and someone tries to jump him, and he just goes off. That would be awesome. I'd love to see it.
Yes, Retrolad. I have seen the original Dragon Ball Z that has tournaments in it.
And Underground, I love where your head's thinking. Your new movie production name should be Joe Jedi Joey Vision Productions.
Yeah, that's really
I
cool.
love that production logo. That'd be
Or Jedi Joey the Visionary.
Yeah, I like that too. The Visionary would be really cool. Yeah, I mean, I think that's a pretty cool take. But yeah, I do think we'll see more from Hector. But I also do think like as much as I'm glad that Miguel wants to spend time with Sam and Okinawa, I think he might have some extra quests to do just himself.
I do too. I do too. The reason, but I do too. But I do think that they may focus on characters that haven't gotten like a lot of focus on the
that's
show.
why I think that that's why I think that Sam and Axel will have their own quest, and Miguel could probably have a story that's set up in the show, and then kind of Miguel's more like a cameo, and then kind of spins off to his own next show later. Much
like
later.
what I'm thinking that they might do is I think they might do a Miyagi prequel first, and then probably and this is just a guess. I mean, on all honesty, this is just basically at the top of my list, and I'm not saying that I want it to come in this order or that it will come in this order, but I think after the Miyagi prequel, it might be Sam and Okinawa spinoff. And maybe after that, Robbie and Tori spinoff.
Yeah.
Because John did tease that this is not the last time that Tori and Zara will see each other again, and he also I think that there was a and I think that there might have been a subtle hint that a spinoff with Robbie and Tori is on the way, because they might have given a subtle hint towards that with Johnny's conversation with Robbie when Robbie said, "I could have beaten Axel, and it sucks that the world will never get to see that."
Yeah. And I was going to be honest with you, Melissa. I know you might not like this answer because I know the Okinawa spinoff is planned. It could happen sooner. But I'll be honest. I do see, out of all the spinoffs I want to see,
Iron Dragons.
I actually see, well, Iron Dragons one, the prequel, but of the continuations, I think, we asked me if any spinoffs are greenlit.
Right.
I think the Robbie and Tori one is the first one that's probably already of the stuff that happens in the future. I think it's already greenlit.
Oh, I think so too.
Because
I'm fine with that. Like I said, I'm not like I said, in this order that I'm saying, I'm not saying that I want it to happen, that it's going to happen in this order. It's just one of the things that it's just one of the spinoffs that are at the top of my list. That's all. I'm not saying it's going to happen in that exact order or that I want it to happen in that exact order.
The thing you said about Zara made me think, right?
Right.
Even though they're going to be doing world tournament type stuff, there's some situations where the threat arises and the story gets big enough where some characters have to come in and do cameos and step into the shadows, right?
Right.
So I have a theory that whenever the biggest tournament happens, you're going to have Zara and Tori fight one another. Right. And he won't fight for Iron Dragons. But I'm going to make a wild prediction. In the Tori and Robbie spinoff, we are going to see Axel again, but Axel will fight for a different dojo. Maybe even Miyagi-Do. Because one thing that I was going to say that I think is really interesting, Melissa, is I believe that now that Robbie and Tori have this new promotion thing, the next time we see Robbie and Tori, they might come together with their old friends and they might come together with their family again. Robbie and Tori are the two characters that I think have the potential, to the fact that they branded them off on their own. I think they might get their own dojos in the future that aren't tied to Cobra Kai or Miyagi-Do.
Yeah, I think so too.
Something that's completely their own. And I think Robbie in his new individual dojo, where he will one day probably be the sensei of it, I think he actually will go on and beat a new, more balanced Axel.
Yeah, I do too.
And
because like I said,
even though Robbie could have other dangerous opponents, I think the fact that he believed truly that he could beat Axel, I think they're going to want to let him remedy that.
Yeah.
And so I think that's it. And I think with Zara, this is where I was coming into the idea of surprise characters coming into play. With Zara, I think Tori and Zara will have another really intense match. But this time, Tori will be much more focused.
Mm-hmm.
Even though she did well against her in part 3, I think this will be a much more even match.
Right.
And I think it could be a little bit more brutal. And in the middle of this match, we're going to have all these different dojos and stuff in these world tournaments. We're going to be somewhere in one of these world tournaments where when the tournament's over, I think that Johnny will come out to support Tori and Robbie in support them because they're important to him, right?
Right.
And I think he'll come alone. No one else will come. It'll just be him. And I think out in one of these parking lots of when they win, they get this really big, exciting thing that happens. I think Sensei Wolf will make a cameo like Johnny, or maybe even be a bigger part in the show, right?
Right.
I think he'll jump Johnny in the parking lot.
Maybe. And
I think that could happen because I think that they could set that up as a factor. Because one thing I think is going to happen, and they haven't announced this spinoff. I don't really necessarily have proof this spinoff is going to happen, but I just think it's too awesome to pass up.
Yeah, I definitely do. And like I said, when I was listing this, these are just my top my top spinoffs that I want.
Yeah.
I don't want them to I don't think that they'll happen in that exact order that I'm saying.
One spinoff I want to, as much as people don't probably like this because they want a balance of the teens and the kids. I'm going to tell, or the teens and the adults. You want to know something kind of crazy I've been thinking about lately, Melissa, that I might make a video on?
What?
I want probably maybe 5 years from now, after they get their own individual spinoffs and they set a new status quo.
Bless you.
Bless you, sweetie. Well, everyone is in the Miyagi verse in different places, right?
Right.
Just like the Avengers, you want to have all these characters come together, right?
Right.
You don't have to call it Power Rangers because it will still be in the Miyagi verse. But I want like the Power Rangers template with our teens as like young adults, as like reuniting as a team against a common threat. And you could bring the senseis back, like as depending where the adults are at, as like cameos and still important to the story. But it'd be more like Zordon and Alpha, just kind of overseeing things. And the teens are the ones that are now young adults, maybe 20, maybe 30 years old.
Well, you're talking about teens like, are you talking about like Sam, Robbie, Tori, and Miguel, or new teens?
And they're all coming from from different backgrounds, from different dojos, but they come together again against a common threat.
Yeah, I could agree. I could see that.
I either want that as a new show or as a movie. And I think maybe what they could do is they could build up these shows to the smaller scale of setting up the stories, and then they surprise people by tying it in, but all of them coming together in a movie.
Yeah, that would be great. And like I said, I want to make this clear. When I was listing the spinoffs, which I didn't finish, by the way, I was just listing my top spinoffs that I want to see. Not that it's not the order that I think that they're going to come in. Like I don't think a Sam spinoff is going to come right after a Miyagi prequel. I just listed that as just like one of the tops. I wasn't like that wasn't my number one. My number one or number two thing that I think they're going to do in that exact order. It's just one of my tops that I want to see.
For sure.
So I just want to make that clear when I say, I want a Miyagi prequel, which I do think will be first. And then when I say Sam and Okinawa spinoff. That's not me saying that I think that a Sam and Okinawa spinoff is going to happen right after the Miyagi prequel. There are many spinoffs that can happen after the Miyagi prequel. That's just one of my top spinoffs that I want to see.
Yeah, I agree.
So and then I want to see like a Robbie and Tori spinoff, as we were just talking about. But I also want to see too a Chosen and Kim spinoff in Okinawa and not in Okinawa, South Korea.
Yeah, I think
I
so.
think that they set that up too.
I think that's the beautiful thing is they already set up all the great spinoffs, and then there could be
And eventually a Binary Brothers spinoff.
Yeah, I think so.
And what you said, a Stingray spinoff, which they could do a Binary Brothers spinoff animated and then a Stingray spinoff animated.
That'd be cool. I'd be
Wait,
down
yeah.
either way, animated or live action. Either one would be cool. I saw what you said Underground. That's funny. Rangers.
Yeah, did you understand what I was saying?
Yeah, basically just saying spinoffs that you want to see, not just you don't know what the timeline of them being
right.
would be, which I get. Yeah, in fact, I feel like I will do a video at some point, either tonight or tomorrow, about what I'm gonna rank spinoffs for Cobra Kai based on my excitement for them. Like, give a reason for why I would see. Yeah, Stingray could be a short story, limited story. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, Retro Lad. It doesn't have to be long.
But but it could be long if they did it animated.
Yeah, it just depends what they want the story to be.
Yeah.
If it's like Reese's where Stingray's taking the piss out of all the students,
yeah,
that'd be crazy. I would love to see that. That would be insane. But yeah, no, I think I think those are definitely big positives. But yeah, I'm gonna rank the spinoffs from my most excitement, not to least excited, but just kind of like what ones I'm really excited about, and then ones that I'll be excited when we get it. But I think right now, these are the ones I'm really
like. What ones are you really excited for?
So there's obviously the two sides because there's like prequels I want to see stories continue that we didn't get to find out about, but then like in terms of like stories I want to see continued that we didn't get to see continued. So I got two minds on it. In terms of like the spinoff I'm most looking forward to. I think that right now, I think the Robbie and Tori is probably the one I am the most invested in.
Right.
Just because I think that they have a lot of great potential of what they can do with it. And I think that the idea of Robbie and Tori finally fighting in the same dojo, not having to worry about Cobra Kai, not having to worry about a villain tearing them apart, not having to worry about they both get to be locked in and fight their battles together as a couple.
Yeah.
And that's going to be awesome. And then I also just personally, in terms of prequel, I just really want to see I just really want to see the Miyagi spinoff have lots of seasons because of World War II. Yeah, that's gonna be great, Retrolad. I think it's gonna be awesome. And then I want even though I'm excited about the Miyagi prequel, I would say next to the Tori and Robbie spinoff, I want to see I want my Iron Dragon spinoff.
Right.
I really do. And I think like what I would do if I was timelining it, realistically, I think timeline of events, it should be Miyagi, Iron Dragons, Robbie and Tori.
Okay.
And then everything else.
And then like what about after the Iron Dragons?
After Iron Dragons would be Robbie and Tori.
Wait. So you want Miyagi? So you want the Miyagi and then you want the Iron Dragons and then Robbie and Tori?
Yep.
And then after Robbie and Tori?
Then it would be Sam and Okinawa.
Okay.
Yeah. And then next after that, it will be, I think then you can do Chosen and Kim. Also, I have a plot idea for the Chosen and Kim one I just came up with. Because it's an unresolved plot from season 6 that they didn't finish.
Okay.
I think you should make. I think they should trick the audience. I think the first half of the day should make us think that the show is going to be Chosen and Kim training the students, right?
Mm-hmm.
If you want the show to go on for many seasons, you could have season 1 focus on Chosen and Kim training the students, right?
Yeah.
But then Chosen takes Yoon alone under his wing, and Yoon, Chosen, and Mike Barnes go and leave South Korea and go on a quest, Indiana Jones style, hunting the remaining, not just Miyagi, but like Miyagi verse scrolls, we'll call them.
Okay.
Like, imagine a quest looking for all the scrolls and explaining what they mean and how they work, right? So all the different scrolls that we know of, like, where we learned the pressure technique, where we saw the technique with Sensei, with Kim, with Master Kim. Wouldn't that be interesting to see, like Indiana, like thinking Indiana Jones style? Chosen and Yoon, Mike, they all kind of go on this quest, kind of trying to figure out where these scrolls come from, and they lead to big things.
Yeah, that could be.
I like that idea because I kind of want to.
Yeah.
I feel like the Chosen and Kim thing, it needs to be big and significant because I don't feel like Chosen got a lot to do in season 6, and I think I don't just want it to be about Chosen and Kim's love and then them making the new Dojang really strong. I want there to be a bigger plot in the narrative.
Yeah.
And I still think they have a really good potential to make a really good nemesis for Chosen in that show, like a new, like, Master Kim's son being alive or something big like that. I think has potential.
Yeah, I think that would also be put a like sort of a wrench in and Chosen and Kim's potential romance, because Master Kim's son is going to be her father. So
And that would be cool.
Yeah, that would be cool.
Drama, and it would build up that Chosen now has a nemesis that he has on a personal level to deal with. The perfect ending for the Miyagi finale.
Yeah, that's something I've theorized before, Retro Lad. I've theorized that if they did a Miyagi prequel in seasons, it should end with how the Karate Kid initially began, with Daniel going to Mr. Miyagi for help to fix the sink.
Yeah, Miyagi's supposed to die. Yeah. Oh, I love that idea. I love that title, Underground. The Adventures of Chosen and Kim Da-eun and the Quest of the Crystal Scrolls.
Yeah. But something else though too. I just thought of something. If they do a Sam in Okinawa, wouldn't it be something if she were discovering these scrolls?
Well, that's what I didn't get to tell you yet, Melissa. I think since it's the Miyagiverse and everything connects,
right?
I think in the Okinawan show, they might start hinting at the scrolls, and Sam might find out about them first. But since she's really close with all the other Miyagi senseis, and I actually think even though they set Chosen up in going in South Korea, you want to know something interesting?
Mm-hmm.
I think Chosen might actually appear. He won't be the main lead, but I think Chosen will get a couple cameos in the Okinawan show.
Okay.
Because I think he might have to establish Sam to his students of what's going on. Because I think they want us to think that Sam's going to go to Okinawa for college, but I think it's just going to groom her for her sensei role.
Yeah.
And I think that Chosen's going to place Okinawa in Sam's hands.
Yeah, I do too.
The one thing we haven't gotten to see yet is Chosen and Sam really train together. And I think this show could be the ultimate opportunity for that.
Yeah. So that's why I'm saying like Robbie and Tori spinoff and a Sam and Okinawa spinoff. Yep. Those are my tops.
Yeah. And I like the idea of each of the I like the idea of this idea that I'm looking for the scrolls, because each of the scrolls not only will have clues, but each of the techniques that we already know in the Miyagi-verse could lead to different things. And what would be really great, because we know how ancient some of the techniques are, like we talked about in the Miyagi spinoff, we talked about the idea of we still don't know, even though we think we know Daniel doesn't care to know
Mr. Rod.
Good night, Rodriguez. We know that Daniel doesn't need to care, doesn't worry about why Miyagi potentially killed someone in the second Taikai.
Right.
But us fans, we want to know.
Yeah.
And so I personally feel like if we find out in the Miyagi show how that comes full circle, something I've been toying around with is I think, like I've said before, I think Miyagi is the one that maybe even created the Shaolin Sunset as a technique.
Yeah.
Or he learns upon it from the scroll. And that's how he nearly kills someone and hurts them very badly. Or kills them. And then when he does it, something I think that they do is I think that they actually have chosen, they could build up the story where all these shows, when they start really building in the scrolls and where things happen in the story, I think it could lead up to us having a real problem with Sensei Wolf.
Yeah.
Because maybe we find out that the reason that he could be the main villain, he could be a big threat, is maybe, you remember how he knew the pressure point techniques?
Yeah.
What if he's been able to get a hold of these scrolls and he's been collecting them and learning new techniques from them?
Yeah, that could be.
And maybe he even knows something that we haven't seen in the Miyagi-verse yet. Like, maybe there are some techniques that we haven't even seen yet that he didn't even get to do on Johnny yet. Because Sensei Wolf to me seems like a character that's going to adapt as we see him. So I feel like he's going to adapt and he'll be even stronger the next time we face him. So, but I do like the idea of him being like the Thanos and being the overarching villain and kind of lurking behind the shadows and just kind of being the reason, the narrative driving these other shows in the future.
Yeah, that's a really good perspective.
Yeah, if Karate Kid Legends lays the groundwork for this, I think that will be fantastic.
Yeah, I think so too.
Oh, I have a theory as to why the scroll that Anthony found wasn't used, because I have a feeling that that part of the storyline is building up. That's a good point, Underground. I think it's possible. What kind of technique do you guys think that Dana was so hesitant of? Do you think it's going to be?
Okay, so from what somebody translated it, at some point, I think it was mentioned in Watch Party stream.
I know somebody uses it. We believe that somebody uses it.
This scroll is used to not only kill the person that it's being used on, that's being used against, but it also has the potential to kill the user of it.
You know what would have been? You know what I just thought about that's kind of crazy?
Yeah.
If you really wanted to do Kreese and Silver kill each other and end their story arcs, they should have done it with the scroll. I think the scroll would be great.
I've theorized that too many times.
I think that would have been a good way for them to go out, because then you would have been like,
yeah.
Oh, okay.
I think this whole final fight should have. I think this whole final fight between them should not have happened on Silver's boat. I think it should have happened in the old Cobra Kai dojo, where it all began, where their roots began.
Oh yeah, that'd be great. Yeah, Retro Lad. Yeah, I that's awesome. Yeah, I definitely agree, Melissa. I think that it should have happened where it began. Like, I do think that I was a little. I like the idea of it being on the boat, but I think that it would have been nice if we went back to the spot.
I'll be right back, Joe. I'll be right back in a few minutes.
No worries. How come I can't see? Well, what was Jake that he said? I don't see Jake's message. Yeah, honey, I'll get that for you. Right back. Wow. Were you hearing what me and Melissa were talking about? I just wrote. The writers just owe me a big raise now, because I just wrote their Chosen and Kim show.
Nice.
Indiana Jones, where they go look for the scrolls, where even though it's Chosen and Kim, Chosen's Kim Da-eun stays and runs the dojo, but Chosen takes himself and Mike Barnes. They take Yoon, and Yoon's like the new short round. So they go, it's Indiana Jones, but with karate, and go and look for the scroll. I might actually do a video on it, because honestly, I think it's a great idea. And I was telling Melissa on the phone earlier, get your tea, that I like the idea of...
Are you done with the podcast, or is it?
No, I'm still talking. Okay. Melissa just had to step away for a minute, and she's the only one I'm talking to right now. But is this movie any good? You liking it?
Gotta get back to it.
I'll tell you on the next ad then. Yeah, you can. Well, I'm on regular chat, YouTube chat. Jake. How come I can't see Jake's message? What did Jake say? Did he say it in the private chat? No, he can't say it in the private chat because he's not in the thing. Okay, I get it now. I'm just trying to figure out what's going on because I didn't see his message. Because Underground said, well, I'm on the regular YouTube chat, Jake. But where did Jake say something about regular YouTube chat? I'm confused. I don't see Jake's. Can I change it? Let's see what it says. Oh, I can change it from the. I can see the YouTube. Okay, now I turn on the regular YouTube chat and I can see the YouTube stuff. So I can change it from Restream to YouTube. What was your opinion on the boat explosion? Do you think it could go another way for Kreese and Silver's death? Messaged you, Joe, on Instagram for a possible guest Tuesday. Okay, I will check that right now. Underground, I do think it is because of his history. I think there is a decent, maybe 50% chance that Kreese possibly may have survived the explosion because of his history of basically meeting death in the past. But I will tell you this with 100% certainty, and I don't say what
I'm back.
And I'm I don't back. Oh, no, I'm answering Underground real quick. I don't care what Hayden says. I believe because of his illness, well, I think Kreese has a chance of surviving the explosion. I think Silver 100% is dead. I love Hayden.
Yeah.
I just don't see a scenario where he did not die.
Yeah, I think Hayden was probably joking on that one.
I think he was wrong. But I do think as crazy as it is, remember, Martin said Kreese would get redemption. He never said Kreese would die. So I'll be honest. I don't necessarily know if this might not be the last we see of Kreese.
Yeah, I don't know.
He's walked away from death before, so I don't know if the jury's out on him yet. What do you think, Melissa? Do you think?
I mean, it's possible he could have cheated death again. It wouldn't be the first time. I mean, I think Kreese has 9 lives. I mean,
I'll look into his.
Listen, if he's listen, I'm fine with it either way, Retro Lad. I mean, there's plenty of story that we could tell without Kreese in it.
There's no way Kreese survived.
I mean, listen, I'm fine with it either way.
I hear you.
I think that there's still plenty of story that they could do, even with both Kreese and Silver gone. But at the same time, though, you have to know by now, Kreese has 9 lives. He just no matter how many times we think he's dead, he always comes back alive. That whole Cobra Kai never dies. Well, Kreese apparently never dies.
Yeah, I mean, I still think that, I mean, you got to remember that there's a lot of over-the-topness on this show. And, the thing that holds Silver being back from not being alive is that we know that his sickness has definitely killed him. But
Yeah.
I think that with Kreese, it's not a huge percentage, but there's a good chance that I think that because of the
Now,
stuff he's pulled in the past that he could have survived in some way.
yeah. Now, with that being said, if, and I'm not saying that he did, but if there's a realm of possibility that he did survive, what if there's a spinoff for him?
Oh, if Kreese survived,
Yeah.
I'd be interested. I love Kreese.
Yeah. Now,
I
I'm
would
not saying that
say
they would do that anytime soon, but I'm just saying, like, what if?
What if it's like Lost and he's just lost on an island?
Yeah.
That'd be crazy. He's not surviving his
Listen, Retro Lad, like I said, I'm fine with it either way.
guy.
Either he lives or dies. I'm fine with it either way. Like,
Dragon Ball Z.
like with both Priest and Silver, there's still plenty of stories to. It's like what the big three said. There's plenty of story to tell with new threats. So,
Retro Lad, I'll be real
I'm
with
fine.
you, man. Sometimes that over the topness, don't underestimate these creators, bro. Because
yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like don't underestimate the big three.
you might think
So,
something's ridiculous. This might not be Dragon Ball Z,
things are
bro. but-
what you have to understand is that in this universe, things are not always what they seem.
Yeah, you never know. I mean,
Yep.
I was like it was. I go by the TV logic that I learned when I was growing up. If I don't see a body and I don't see a funeral, I ain't convinced they dead. So
Yeah.
for me, I go by TV rule number 1. No body, no grave, something going on.
Well, no body. They could show a grave, but it doesn't. If they don't find the body, like there's still a chance they could be alive.
Yeah.
Like
Very-
I said, I'm good with. Like I said, for me, I'm good with it either way because, like I said, there's still plenty of story to tell with new threats, like with Sensei Wolf and the Iron Dragons.
We got other new threats. I don't think we need them back, but I just think
I just wouldn't rule that out as a possibility. Like you, Joe. I wouldn't rule that out as a possibility.
I'm not ruling it out because of the fact
Reese
that I
could have
just
survived.
for Dennis
could have
dying,
survived.
he died way too. Don't remind me. Oh, in the water, yeah, the bodies. That's true. Don't remind me, Underground. I'm not happy about Dennis dying the way he died.
Yeah.
You know, I bet Ken Cole was pissed too, man. Dennis
Yeah.
deserves better.
Yep.
Dennis deserves better, man.
I mean, Kreese can swim.
Yeah, I mean,
Kreese
he
can
was in the
swim.
water, man. He can swim.
Like I said, I'm good with it either way. Either he's alive or he's not. Because
I mean,
there's
I'm
still
fine,
plenty of
with
story.
I'm fine with them both being dead, but Retrolad,
Right.
these writers love the ridiculousness. So
Right. They love to go. They love the over the tops. They love to go over the top all the time.
yeah, don't forget, man. This is from the same show where Johnny convinced Miguel that he didn't have asthma anymore. So,
Right.
so don't forget that anything is possible in this universe, bro.
Right. Don't forget, this is also the same Kreese who faked his death 3 times. And also, don't forget, this is the same show where a kid almost died, where a kid was kicked off a railing and almost died and was paralyzed, but yet was able to walk again. 3 episodes later?
Yep. But also, he didn't do much in Karate Kid 3. That's true, Retrolad. But I thought they did more with him in part 2 of Cobra Kai, and I thought that potentially he could do more. Oh, I agree with that. I mean, Mike is one of my favorite characters, Retrolad, so I was pissed about that. That's why I want him in a spinoff very bad. In fact, I even want a Mike Barnes show as a spinoff itself. Because
I wish we got more Mike.
You know
I
what'd be
really
cool?
wish.
You know what'd be awesome? Do you guys remember Walker, Texas Ranger? Do you guys ever see Walker, Texas Ranger with Chuck Norris?
I didn't.
It was an old show. I would love like a Walker Texas Ranger style show, but it's like Mike Barnes, bad boy of karate. Just like, oh my god, dude, that'd be so good. But I do like the idea of pairing Mike Barnes with Chosen. I think those two would have fun together. Especially because they seem to not like each other in season 5, but they somehow work together. No White in part 3 was a slap to him in the face. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, we need more Mike. No, that's why I was mad about how Dennis went out. Cause Silver effed up because he lied saying that he and Mr. Miyagi were friends. Silver lost some cool points.
Oh yeah.
Underground.
And when he said, oh, it's like, oh, we even shared a student at one point. Like,
yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah. I would say, yeah. I think my base thing about why they took out Dennis the way that they did, Retrolad, is that when Dennis told Silver that he blew up the furniture store, I wanted to see Mike come in and beat the shit out of him.
Yeah.
That would have been awesome. Mike, with his own dojo training kids, would be dope, or going to a tournament or something. Oh, bro. I think Mike's the lead sensei in one of Tori and Robbie's new dojos in the Robbie spinoff. I think Mike's going to be the one that's going to be teaching them. Because I don't know about you guys, but you guys remember in season 4 when you saw Robbie in that beautiful Cobra Kai sleeveless gi? I feel like Robbie in season 4 reminded me of Mike Barnes in Karate Kid 3. The way his hair was, and I just feel like the idea of those two being in the same dojo is too good to pass up.
Yeah.
I mean, bad boy karate, man, teaching Tori and Robbie. Is it over now, honey? Almost. What do you think about it? Is it good? Good as you liked it?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I like that idea of. Yeah, Mike needs more, man. We gotta get more.
Yeah, I want to see Mike maybe get his own dojo. Like, I feel like
he had his own gi, so he's got to have his own dojo.
Yeah, he could. I just like, I mean scheduling, schedule wise, I get why we didn't get more of him, because
I blame Netflix. 100%. I think Netflix was to blame. I think they didn't stretch out their schedule, and they should have waited for Sean to be available.
Yeah.
Because I think they could have potential. Because I don't know if you heard me yesterday, but I'm really interested in the Blu-ray for season 6 to come out, because we should all do an Avatar Last Airbender podcast in the future. Oh, I'd love to see that, Retrolad. That'd be awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Because there was a deleted scene that I believe, and I wish I could find the picture of it. It might be somewhere on the. Let me see if I can find it. Seeing Daniel and Bobby, they need a longer interaction. Oh, speaking of longer interactions in different scenes, I was going to talk to you about this. Do you guys know the original opening of the series finale of season 6?
Oh, yeah, I heard about that one.
It's supposed to involve Dutch being in prison.
Yeah, but they couldn't do it because of Chad McQueen's untimely death.
That sucks, man. I wish he wouldn't have died. I wish he would have held out.
But you know what though? I'm glad that we got the scene that we did. It was really.
I love the scene we got.
Because it felt like it was a few weeks before Miguel and his family moved to the Valley, and it felt like after that scene, like maybe it felt like it was kind of at least for me, like it felt like maybe Laura was the one who guided Miguel and Johnny together.
Yeah, I still need more of the Applebee's story, though. I didn't get fulfilled enough with my Applebee's story.
Gotta have that Applebee's.
I don't know why, man. It's just something about that story intrigues me. Like when he stopped it, I was like, no, I need to know more. Or show me the flashback. I want to know what pissed off Johnny enough to do that to someone at Applebee's. Like, it had to be pretty bad. It just would have been funny. Yeah, it was nice to see the two of them. It would have been cooler if.
Yeah.
The mother's grave makes sense. Oh,
Yeah.
it definitely makes sense. It serves the story. I think it's great. I think the version that we got was the best version we could have gotten, and I think it's
from beginning to end.
I want to find this picture. Give me 1 second to go in audio mode, because I found this picture a while ago from part 1, and this picture I have was something we did not see from part 1, and it's Johnny and Mike Barnes in Miyagi-Do.
Okay.
And they were training Miyagi-Do together.
Okay. Can you find it?
I'm looking right now. I want to see. Johnny Lawrence and Mike. I remember I was so excited when I saw it. I was literally like, this is insane.
I thought that was who did she play? Who did Elizabeth Barkley play?
Oh, is that the chick from that Chosen was talking to?
Oh yeah. Yeah, the girl who played Jessie from Saved by the Bell. I thought that was really cool.
She was what's it called? I saw her in what's it called? I'm trying to remember. Where did I see her? I saw her in
she was in Saved by the Bell.
Yeah, and she was also in so in season 6 she played Moon's mom.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's who it was. I was trying to remember. There's some great. I gotta find this image, man. It's gotta be on here. There's some really good images on here. It's not the one I'm looking for. It's gotta be here. Season 6, they're using the Evil Fangy. He was in Miyagi-Do when it happened. So here he was in season 6 with Funko Pops. Here they are and they fight. Let's try in S6. It's gotta be here. Okay, so they're just not. Why am I not finding it? They must not want me to find it anymore because it was like around the days when they first showed Mike in his gi. Right? And it was.
Yeah.
I'm trying to find it because it was really cool. But basically, I'll come back to the studio to talk about it in a minute if I can't find it. I'm looking just to be sure. Sometimes I might get lucky. Oh, that's cool. When I search Mike Barnes, one of my thumbnails on my YouTube channel for season 5 popped up.
Oh, that's really?
Yeah. When I was Google searching it, I was like,
bless you, Ellen.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah, that's pretty crazy. Why can I not find it? This really upsets me, man. This was something I was looking for to show you guys, but I'll hopefully they'll release it. And it was basically, I think it was mostly done as a behind the scenes picture because they didn't want to release the scene yet.
Yeah, maybe.
But there was a picture
But
coming back.
Beyond the Kai, that would be cool. Except it's not going to happen. For two reasons. One, the actor who plays Screech sadly passed away, and two, Dimitri's last name is Alexopoulos, while Screech's last name is Powers.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. So basically, the picture was Melissa. Johnny was practicing, like he was doing Miyagi-Do defense, practicing what we call in karate as a pseudo block, where my hand kind of goes to my ear like this, and then it kind of I gotta angle this so it's different. The stream's not showing it fully, but it basically shows me like my hand goes to my ear, and they kind of like hold it out at a 90-degree angle, like this, but it was with my other hand, I think, and he was holding it out at a 90-degree angle, right? And then Mike was there, and I think there may have been a punching bag or something, and Mike was talking to Johnny, and they were training together.
Yeah, that would have been cool to watch. That would have been so cool. That's a scene that they should have kept.
Yep, so that's why I really hope that it's actually in the Blu-ray or something, or they release the deleted scenes. One of these, because there just seems like there's some deleted stuff that should not have been deleted. I think they only did it because of budget and because of time.
Yeah. Yeah. They should have made longer run times. I'm sorry, they should have.
I agree. Like, it's still surreal to me that it's over. Like, it's crazy that 15 episodes just, even though we had to wait so long to get to part 2 and part 3, it just feels like
it's not over, you know, even though we know it is. And it's just like sad, you know, like. But I like being able that we're gonna continue like talking about this Miyagi verse, like a couple of times a week, because it just feels, I don't know, it just feels like because this universe has become like such a home. It wouldn't feel right to just like not talk about it, you know?
Yeah, I agree.
And like us coming up with our own ideas for spin-offs and until they actually get here, which we all kind of like, they're basically confirming it's going to happen sooner rather than later. They're going to they're all basically confirming that it's going to happen sooner rather than later, and that we're going to get the confirmation soon. Joe?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. The confirmation soon. Yeah. I think that's definitely accurate.
Have you heard anything from your sources or
nothing yet? I'm still waiting. Like I said, I really
have you asked them like if we're going to get confirmation soon?
I mean, the last thing I heard is anything that type of information is only going to come from the big 3. So, or what's up Netflix. So we're just going to have to be patient. But I kind of think that even with Karate Kid Legends coming out, I kind of think even though this is crazy and surreal, I think there's people on the planet that haven't watched part 3 yet. And I think that there are, that because Netflix says they're terrible job marketing it, I think they're waiting to really come with a solid plan to come to the table to tell Netflix just how crazy plans they have are laid out. I read the thing you said about Johnny. Did I miss other comments? Let me see. She's Moon's mom. The mother's grave. Yeah, I read all your comments, bro. I love what you said about.
So, do you still think that we could get confirmation after Karate Kid Legends, like a couple months after, or do you think they might wait like a couple of years?
After Legends, like I said, I think they'll tease something during Legends. So I think. I mean,
like a couple months, or like maybe a year or two.
Probably after, like I think like it could be a couple months because, or maybe even sooner, because I know that with Legends, I know that Ralph Macchio says if Legends does good, that he says a Cobra Kai movie needs to happen 2 to 3 years from Legends.
Mm-hmm.
And so I feel like before that happens, that if once Karate Kid is back on the big screen, I think people are going to have a hunger for the Miyagi verse even more than they did at Cobra Kai's start. Because there's something about being at the movie theater that's a different experience than watching Netflix at home.
Yeah, that's true.
So I feel like
Actually, if
even
you
though
think
people
about
are
it,
picking on this movie, I feel like the idea that if you really think about it, even though 2010 was the last time there was a Karate Kid movie in theaters, I hope the Miyagi-verse won't be like the MCU where we get 3 projects a year. We need it. What'd you say?
I was talking to myself.
Oh, we need it to breathe once a project year or two. I don't think they'll overload it, Retrolad. I think they'll definitely take their time and build up proper storylines.
but with that being said, we're just talking about confirmation, you know?
Yeah.
Like,
At this point, they just announce what they're doing.
yeah.
I think that's where we're at right now.
Yeah.
Is this making you want to play right now, honey?
No.
No, it's not making you want to play?
No.
Figured it was going to make you excited. What did it say? That's crazy. That's crazy. Yeah, I mean that they'll give it time, I think. I think we want it to work. We're just waiting for confirmation at this point. I think that's what it really comes down to is the confirmation we need.
Yeah.
Once we get the confirmation, I think we'll be in much safer hands.
Yeah. Which, you know, believe it or not, I'd say like probably like a year after we get the Miyagi, after we get Karate Kid Legends is probably when we'll probably get the Miyagi prequel or whatever confirmation that they give us.
I think that would be, yeah, I agree. I like Retrolad's idea here about comics. I think that would be really cool. The idea of Johnny's version or Johnny's vision of Karate Kid 2 and 3.
Yeah. But what I was saying was that I think we probably could get like a Miyagi prequel a year after um after Karate Kid Legends.
Yeah.
Or do you think it could be longer than that?
No, I don't think it will take that long. I think they're going to know that we're hungry for this universe. They're not going to want us to wait so long because they know that there's big fans of this universe.
Right, but at the same time, though, they want to make sure that they do it right, though,
Yeah.
too.
But I feel like if there's a hunger and they do it right and they have a good plan. What happened? And I feel like if they have a good plan, they're going to want it to come out at a time when there's a lot of eyes on it and people are really just, you don't want to make people wait too long.
Right.
If you really like what they're liking.
So, yeah, so that's what I'm thinking. Like, I know that a lot of fans aren't that big of aren't that big on them doing like sequels like this like close, but I mean, I'm fine with it either way as long as they do it right, you know?
And we know the big three will take their time. We know they're going to do it right.
Yeah.
I'm confident they're really going to do it very well.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah. Can Sony please release a massive him dealing with the loss to Daniel and Kreese treating him like crap? Yeah, I agree. Retrolad.
Yeah.
Yeah. Can Sony please release a massive 4K box set for Karate Kid movies and Cobra Kai seasons? That'd be awesome.
That would be cool.
I think there's potential in that. There's a lot of potential in that stuff. We do trust the big three, Jennifer. We do.
Yeah. Yep, we do. I know a lot of people have their doubts, but I mean, I know I trust them completely because they've proven that that this universe is safe in their hands.
Yeah, they showed that they know what they're doing. I feel that they know exactly what they're working with and what they want to do.
Yeah.
How they're going to do it. I think there's a lot of potential. Underground dipped out in the chat. I wonder where he went.
Yeah, I don't know.
Where'd you go, Underground? You're not there anymore. No, I feel like, I think that there's a lot of potential. I see a lot of
There might not be, Retrolad. There might not be. There might not be a Johnny cameo in Legends because he's probably going to be off running the Cobra Kai dojos.
I actually think the opposite. I think there will be a Johnny cameo in Legends because I think the fact that Daniel might have to hand off Miyagi-Do when he's gone.
Well, yeah, he may here's the thing, he may call Johnny, but I'm saying Johnny may not physically appear in Karate Kid Legends, where he just may call Johnny and tell him that he's going away for a while and he needs him to take over Miyagi-Do while he's gone. I don't know,
something about the scene with there was a comic convention where Ralph said he couldn't talk about Karate Kid Legends more than he was excited about the movie. And then someone asked William Zabka about it, and he said that he couldn't say anything about it either.
Okay. So maybe there is something there.
Yeah, that's true, Retrolad. Yeah. It depends. Because he's not going to go and take a trip to China. Joe, I thought you'd get that Star Wars reference from Bad Batch. Oh, yeah, I did. I didn't realize that's what you were doing, Underground. Yeah, that makes sense, Retrolad. I mean, there's definitely a chance that, if he were to appear, Johnny would still be in the valley. I think maybe because the trailer's not going to show everything, I think there may be secret cameos from other Cobra Kai characters in the movie that we just don't see. That it will be brief, but they'll be shown.
Yeah.
I think there could be a scene where
wait, what were you saying?
I think there could be a scene where Johnny does talk to Daniel for a minute. We'll physically see Johnny.
Yeah, maybe. Like I said, I'm not ruling out that possibility. I'm just saying that it could be, for all we know, it could just maybe be a phone call or Daniel just saying, okay, let me talk to my co-sensei Johnny and see if he can run things while.
Oh, that's right. We still only have one trailer for it. We still have one more trailer that we'll probably get that will be pretty big. So we might get more information because the official trailer still has yet to come out, and it's going to come out in probably April or March.
Yeah.
If they release it in March, that's next month, Jennifer. So that could be pretty soon. And if we get a new trailer for Karate Kid Legends next month, that will give Karate Kid and Cobra Kai fans something that us fans will definitely get to talk about and get a little feeling back what it's going to feel like to do a trailer breakdown for something in the Miyagi-verse again. Because while the teaser was good, I feel like Johnny, I feel like this this movie, especially this official trailer, is probably going to go all in like Johnny Lawrence. So
Yeah. And like I said, Joe, I'm not ruling out that there could be multiple like cameos
yeah,
in this show. I'm just prepared, like, also if there aren't, But a lot of what you say, Joe, it actually winds up coming true and actually winds
yeah,
up making sense. So I wouldn't doubt it.
yeah. And I'm not saying this like I don't know this for a fact. I just think it makes sense.
Yeah.
So when we'll see. But also, Retrolad, I understand that, but I haven't really felt any new trailers I've seen for a movie has really ruined my enjoyment of a movie. But I understand that you get worried that you get spoiled. I haven't seen. This is only the second trailer, though, so I don't think they're going to spoil a ton, Retrolad. I think they'll keep it pretty secretive.
Yeah. Yep.
I've seen some pretty good trailers, and there's some pretty good edits of things that they've pulled off. That I think that there's going to be some pretty crazy stuff that happens.
Yeah. Yeah, I do too.
I'm pretty confident.
I'm a bit more confident in this movie than I was before.
Yeah. Thanks, Retro Lad. Have a good night, my friend.
All right, have a good night. I'm definitely a lot more open-minded about it. I think it could, despite how other people feel, it could potentially be a good movie.
Yeah. I think so too.
Yeah, that's how I feel too, Beyond the Kai or Underground.
I think that's definitely true. Underground.
Yeah.
Underground. I think that has potential.
Yep. I'll be right back, okay?
No worries.
Oh, hey Joe, how long do you want to keep the stream going?
I'll probably end it in about, let's see, 9:42. Probably gonna end it in 10 minutes.
Okay. Well, I'll stay on just so we can end it together.
Yeah. I was just checking to see if anyone was talking about anything that was interesting news. So I was checking Twitter to see if there was anything important being mentioned. Because sometimes you never know.
Yeah.
You getting tired, hon?
If you are.
Yeah, I'll be a little tired. I do feel guilty if I don't put one video out, so I'll probably film a video and then go to bed. I'm just trying to decide what I want to film.
Yeah.
Oh gosh, that's crazy. There's a new photo on the internet going viral of Ronda Rousey, the MMA fighter, where she looked like she went from being like more of a curvy like MMA fighter to like now she has a crazy body transformation where she looks like she's like more athlete tone with, and I think she just had a what's it called? She just had a baby not too long ago, and people are shocked at the transformation from her taking a break from the MMA to go and like you have a bunch of Smallville to watch tomorrow, Joe. Yes, that's why we'll probably save Daredevil for on Monday, I think, Underground, or tomorrow night after Smallville, because I just feel like I need to go to work tomorrow and somebody save me. So I gotta catch up, bro.
Yep, somebody save me.
Yeah, exactly. It's gonna be crazy.
Yeah, exactly. It's gonna be really cool. It's gonna definitely be one to remember, and we do that. Just so you know, we do these every Sunday. So
yeah, I remember they were on Sunday. I think that's what he told me.
Yeah. So we talked about a lot of interesting stuff.
Yeah, I really liked what we came up with. I'm really excited about what I came up with about. I don't know why, but I really got myself excited for the Chosen and Kim spinoff because the idea of I said.
I mean,
those
I
are
actually got myself excited about the Robbie and Tori and Sam and Okinawa spinoff potential.
Oh yeah, I know. We definitely knew that was coming.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't worry.
I know you're probably sick of hearing me talk about that.
No, I'm not.
But we definitely.
Sam's a very important character to you, and I validate how much she means to you. So I think it's great.
I know a lot of people don't believe this, but like, okay, when it comes to Sam and Miguel, like Miguel is my number one favorite character. He is. And I know people have a hard time believing that because I mostly talk about Sam. But the reason why I mostly talk about Sam is because I feel like her character gets so much hate, and I feel like she does deserve a spinoff where, in a sense, she gets a redemption in the fandom.
Yeah.
I mean, you see what I'm saying, Joe?
Yeah, I hear you completely. I feel like that's the thing. I feel like people are going to have their opinion. They're going to do what they want. But if you like a character, there are people that just don't. I'm not interested. I'm more interested in an Iron Dragon spinoff. Yeah, I think we all are very interested in an Iron Dragon spinoff. I think we all want that.
What were you saying, Joe?
I just think you should be able to, just like I deal with the people that there's so many Silver fanboys that if I say anything bad about Terry Silver, I get shit on completely. And I'm just like, hey, it's my YouTube channel. It's my opinion. I'm talking about the shows I like. If I have an opinion, I'm going to give my opinion. And I feel like that's the thing that people don't understand is people think that on the internet they forget about how freedom of speech works.
Yeah, exactly. And something else I just want to ask you, what would you say? I know that I know that you hear me say all the time that Miguel is my number one favorite character, but I talk about Sam a lot. What would you say, and just in your own personal feelings, your own personal opinion, my feelings on the matter? Do you think do believe me about with what I say about Miguel?
I do believe you. I see that you're just trying to defend Sam because you're seeing the hate that she's getting thrown, and I understand that logic because nobody deserves getting the hate that they get.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, the sad thing is there's always going to be things in this world that people are divided on, and some people, some uneducated, not smart individuals are always going to say things that aren't going to make people happy.
Yeah, and it's just I'm okay with Sam. Believe it or not, I'm okay with her getting the hate. The hate, it's the over hate that she gets. It's the over hate that she gets, where she gets blamed for every single thing that goes wrong in this show. And it's the over hate where they attack Mary just for playing that character.
Yeah, well, they put the target. They go after the target that's painted on the back because of the fact that they know that she is that they can do that. Kreese is my favorite character because I grew up with. What'd you say, Melissa?
No, no. I was just saying, that's why I feel like I have, that's why I feel like I spend more time defending Sam than I do Miguel, because it's ridiculous the amount of hate that she gets.
Yeah, no, it's one thing leads to another, and people have problems on both perspectives. Thank you. It totally happens. That's not going to reach forward.
And that's why I feel like with this spinoff, that it should focus more on Sam and sort of in a sense, give her that redemption arc, give her be like her redemption,
But I think you also have to accept that there's people that shouldn't be a fan of Cobra Kai that are not good. There are people that are a fan of. People can watch whatever they want and they can have their opinion on whatever shows they like. But there's certain people out in this world that, even though they're a fan or they claim they're a fan of shows that we're really into for the reasons that we're into them, right, they are not true fans.
No, they aren't.
They will go there are going to be people out in this world. I wouldn't even necessarily call them people because I wouldn't validate their opinions or say that they're.
Did you plug it in the right side?
Yeah. Why?
It's the one that has like the breakage on it.
It looks like it has. It's doing the thing where it shows the thing. Because this side, I always put it on the side that the mic's plugged into, and right now it has the what's you call it, the symbol with the thing. But yeah, I just feel like there are going to be people that forever. I don't know why, but there will always be people that will always
See, this is what I'm talking about.
always hate Mary Mauser. And just like with me, as someone who likes a character like Wolf, now he puts in his name, Louis Tan sucks. Well, bro, I hope Louis Tan shows up and kicks your ass because he would be within his rights.
Yep. So
Louis
you want
Tan,
to kick him out, or should I?
Louis Tan would eat you for breakfast, and you would be crying yourself to sleep.
But yeah, see, this is what I'm talking about.
And I'm not a super hater, bro. I like Silver, but if we're being completely honest and full here in this entire situation, Silver was one of, and I can't believe I'm going to say this. People are probably going to get mad at me, but I don't even care. This is my opinion. Silver was one of the weakest aspects of season 6.
Yeah, I would have to agree with you on that.
He was great when he was there, but he did nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Like, he walked around in a fancy suit, and his goal was to literally just make the second attack guy continue. That was all he did. And fight Kreese.
Yeah.
And if we're being honest, well, I'm glad that we got season 6. I might get hate for this. I kind of wish after Silver gave Wolf back the dojo in like the flashback, I kind of wish Silver didn't. I don't think Silver needed to appear in present day. I think they showed him make the deal with Wolf. He didn't need to appear. He could have just kind of been there.
Yeah.
Like, because I feel like the time that they wasted on giving Silver screen time, we could have utilized for other characters that needed it more.
Yep.
What you say?
He's playing a mod that's a horror game.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get rid of this movie. I just had to say that because I just felt it.
Yeah. And the reason too also is because I feel like while they did great with Sam's character, I love how she her dropping out of the tournament. I felt like it was the strongest decision, most mature decision that anyone could have ever made. Like in all honesty.
Agreed, Jennifer. Yeah, see, Jennifer, I love Silver, but I was very disappointed as a fan of his character.
Yeah.
I've thrown some of his moves in sparring when I do karate, and season 5 is my favorite season because of Silver and because of Chosen and all the other great characters. And the writers, I love the big 3. They did not make a big enough case to me about why Silver even needed to be in season 6. Because what was awesome seeing Daniel say, "Have you heard? Cobra Kai never dies." Like,
yeah,
there were great little moments, but if we're being honest, and I might get some hate for this, I kind of would have liked it if Silver would have just ran his operation from prison and Dennis and Wolf, like, I think it would have shown real balls if they were actually able to keep Silver in prison. Like, if he was actually able to stay there, who knows? We might get a young Kreese and Silver prequel. I'd be interested in a prequel, even though I feel like a lot of their story was told in flashbacks.
Yeah. Yeah.
But if there's any other aspects to their story, I think it would be interesting.
Yeah. Like, I know that they've been teasing a Dynatalks spinoff.
A Dynatalks spinoff would be interesting. I know they really want to explore that part of Terry Silver. The writers love Terry Silver. I wouldn't be against it.
Yeah, but and I hear what you're saying, Joe. I definitely hear what you're saying. I'm just saying that because of because of like what like they did such a great job with Sam's character in this part.
Yeah.
Like I think her dropping out of the tournament like was the strongest, most maturest decision that she as a character has ever made in the show.
Yeah.
As she recognized that Tori needed it more than she did.
Yeah.
That win. And I felt like that was such a great decision. That was such a great moment for her. But at the same time, though, I feel like she has so much more fight in her that I feel like her getting her own spinoff shows like there's so much more to her, you know?
I agree. Yeah, I just feel like
And I feel like it will basically, in a sense, shut the haters up. Like
I
at
just feel
least
like Melissa, one thing that we need to prepare ourselves for is people that are still angry at Sam are never going to be pleased by Sam. You're never going to change their
I know that, but I'm talking about like those who complain about her character doing this wrong or that wrong. Like I'm talking about like if they like make her like into a stronger character than what they made her in Cobra Kai, then that'll at least shut them up like that. And that'll at least like shut them up with every single negative thing that they ever said about her character.
Yeah, I think they already did that in part 3. And if people aren't going to give Sam a chance in part 3, then they're just never going to give her a chance. And those people should be
Let's face it, she gets hated on for even breathing wrong.
Well, that's what I'm saying. That those people always exist, and they, in my mind, have been vaporized, sent to the shadow realm from the community because I don't value their opinion is accurate.
Oh yeah, no, I don't either.
Just like when Moron comes in here and tells me that one, he thinks I'm a silver hater, and two, when he comes in and he said earlier when I blocked him that he views Louis Tan's Sensei Wolf as a minor character because he didn't have a lot of screen time. And I'm like, bro,
right.
He was in 2 full parts of an important story. Yep. He had more than enough screen time. So,
but see, what I'm talking about too is that it'll shut the haters up where they stop going after they stop going after her fans and stop going after her. Yeah, Mary.
Well, the thing that I hate is that people that don't shut the hell up about that shit is just like they just will never learn, and they're the Kylers of the world. No. They're too stupid to ever learn their lesson.
Yeah,
and they're always going to exist. Like there's going to be people that just never are okay with Sam, and as long as they don't bully Mary Mauser and they actually move on with their lives, it's fine. But if they were really going to be mature people and learn from their mistakes, they should give Sam the benefit of the doubt, and they should give her
they give other characters the benefit of the doubt. Why not her?
Yeah, I agree.
That's what I'm saying, and like that's what I'm so like. If we do get a spinoff with her, which I think it's more than likely we will. I mean, I don't know about you, Joe.
I think we will. I personally, I'll be honest. If we get a spinoff with Sam, I'll be happy to see more of Sam because I'm a huge Mary Mauser fan. But to me, like Ian says, if we never got anything with Sam until she became like a much older adult and like teamed up with all the characters,
right?
I'm pretty fulfilled with her arc. Like,
yeah,
part 3 gave me everything that I needed to see from her. Like, to me, I feel like I wasn't very fond of her in part 2, but she brought me back in moments. And when it comes to part 3, I felt like everything that I needed to see from her character was given. And now in a spinoff, they can elevate that further, which will be great. But I feel like I'm pretty fulfilled with her character, so I don't need more from her.
The reason why I'm saying that is because about a potential spinoff happening is because one, she's going to Okinawa. So she's going to Okinawa.
Yeah.
Wait, what's going on?
Oh, I was laughing because I was watching someone play Minecraft, and it's freaking her out because horror Her reactions are hilarious. So I'm just thinking.
Okay. But I was saying the reason why I'm saying the spinoff thing is more likely than people think is because 1, she's going to Okinawa.
Yeah.
2, she's a LaRusso. 3, she's Daniel's daughter.
Yeah, that
so her having adventures in karate and her making rivals and enemies is a lot more likely than people think.
Is this the real Chosen with the Quan picture? He just jumped in our queue.
But it's more likely than people think because 1, she's a LaRusso. 2, she's going to Okinawa. 3, she's Daniel's daughter. 4, she's Miyagi's. No, it isn't, because he wouldn't just jump in the Q&A. He would let us know.
Yeah, I don't trust it either.
Yeah. So and 4, she's Miyagi's last student.
Was really you.
Right.
Yeah. I agree with you.
So I think, and going by like what like Hayden said, like he didn't say like he would say like a spinoff of Sam. He would also say like a spinoff of Sam would be. It wasn't likely if it weren't already in the cards.
Yeah, I agree. It's kind of crazy that these Netflix producers make more money on stuff that are not that great, but make less money on scripts that are better.
Oh, this is Tyrell.
Yeah, is that really?
Yeah,
Tyrell.
that is him. That is him because he's modded.
Yeah, see, it doesn't show that to me, which is very odd on this restream stuff. But yeah, I like your idea, Jennifer. I personally would be really okay with the story showing more of Silver and Kreese training with Master Kim. I think that would have been really cool to see if that's the focus of the spinoff. But I like that idea of fighting in Vietnam and teaching new students. I think that'd be cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's interesting that I saw Chosen said something in the group chat, but he didn't.
No,
but he hasn't said
because
anything.
it's this loser.
Yep. You never grow up, do you? You want to come up here and debate anything.
Yeah, exactly. And then not back up your talk. And then not back up your talk.
Also, I'm going to laugh. If I let him up, I guarantee he's going to say the same shit he always says. It's going to be so funny if I guarantee he's just going to say, oh, I hate you, blah, blah, this.
Wait, he just texted something. He just sent me something in the group chat saying, Joe, it's me.
Did he actually text you? Is it actually him?
It's in the group chat. It's in the Strike First. It's in the Strike First podcast group chat. Check it.
Okay. Let me double check it. I thought I saw a message from that too.
Yeah.
Okay.
Tyrell, do you want to join us?
Oh, he just saw Brave New World. That's why he didn't enter the chat yet. Okay. Yeah. All right. I'm sorry, dude. We
needed confirmation because.
Yeah, no worries, bro. No worries. I was just doing something.
Sorry, Dark Chosen.
I definitely think there should be a Master Kim spinoff since I feel his character. Yeah, I agree, Tyrell. I love that idea. I think that character deserves a spinoff.
But Joe, what do you think of my reasons that Sam getting a spinoff now makes more sense? Because she's a LaRusso.
Yeah, no, it makes sense 100%. I've always backed your opinion on that, Melissa. I never denied it. No, we had a loser pretending to be you earlier, Chosen. He told me he was going to break my teeth earlier.
Yeah.
Bro. Oh, by the way, you guys want to hear my thoughts on Brave New World since I just saw it?
Did you have a fun time?
Yeah.
I mean, here's my thoughts, okay? I think it was alright. I don't think it was great or bad. It was just alright. I did like that fight between Red Hulk and.
Oh, you're on break right now?
Oh, okay.
So did you you enjoyed Incredible Hulk 2, the sequel without the Hulk?
Yeah, like it was alright. Like, I don't think it was a bad fight. The way it looks, it actually looks pretty good. I was surprised how good it looks. Actually, it
wasn't too bad.
My biggest problem though in this movie is that I think it's the leader. Is that his name? The leader?
Yeah, bro.
He didn't work as a villain for me.
No, I don't blame you.
he was so boring. Like every time he's on scene, I'm like, bro, get to the next scene.
The end credit scene is weird too because you don't really know what it properly sets up. It just kind of feels.
He said something about something coming. I'm like, wait, what is coming? I'm confused.
Yeah.
Hmm.
It's like it kind of connects to Secret Wars, but in what way? How does this connect? It's like
Yeah.
it's really kind of weird. But then yeah, what you said, I think it's good to see you in here still, Tyrell.
Yeah. Yeah, it
Yeah.
is still it's still good to see you here.
I might have to change my I'm gonna add Brave New World to my ranking somewhere because now I've seen it.
Okay. Hey Joe, I'll be right back. So what time do you want to end the stream?
Well, now that Chosen got here, hopefully we'll end it in a little bit, but I'm not going to stay here too long because I am getting tired. And I do want to go to bed because I have a lot of stuff to I have a lot of stuff that I have to watch tomorrow, apparently, when I come home from.
So, I mean, do you want to maybe end it like in the next 5 minutes or?
Yeah. Since Chosen's here, he's giving us our take. We'll probably wrap in 5 minutes.
Yeah, you guys can wrap it soon. I'm just doing something right now.
I like that idea, Jennifer.
Listen, I'm sorry if I went on too much about Sam's spinoff.
No,
sometimes it just happens. Sometimes I just get stuck on something and I don't.
No, I
don't mean to.
You're very passionate, Melissa. I just feel that you know that she's been mistreated, and you want to see people love her the way that you love her. And
I'm gonna give my thoughts on this because
wait, Joe, what were you saying?
I said you want them to love you the way that they. Oh, Jake's here.
Wait, what were you saying, Joe?
Oh, I said that you want them to love you the way that you're loved, like that you love this character, and you want them to love Sam the way that you see Sam.
Right.
I have a question, Joe. Real quick question. You know that website that you can like do your tier, list stuff, like the MCU rankings, all that. What's that website called again? I've completely forgotten.
So there's Letterboxd, I believe.
Letterboxd. Thank you, Joe. Thank you.
No problem.
All right. What were we gonna say before Dark Chosen?
Oh yeah, I was gonna say about Sam. Like, I'm not a huge fan of this character, but at the same time, now I'm starting to think like, yeah, Sam does need a spinoff because the way they've been treating her for like the last 2 or 3 seasons, I'm like, yeah, maybe she does need a spinoff.
Joe.
Yeah.
I'll be right back. I'll be right back.
Sorry I left your chat for a little bit, Joe. I was working on a big video.
Oh, you're making a video? What did you make your video on, my friend?
My top 5 spin-offs for Stranger Things that I want.
Ooh. I'm excited to watch that.
I'm still working on it. I'm working on editing it right now.
Well, when you guys were gone, I was dropping some crazy script ideas for these Cobra Kai potential spinoffs.
If you guys know me at all, I think you guys probably already know what my number 1 is.
It involves Holly.
Mm-hmm.
And Jake, I read through those leaks you sent me too, so.
Oh yeah.
It's pretty interesting.
Yeah, I thought it was interesting the fact that oh my gosh, I don't. Okay, well, most people already know about this.
11 makes me think that she might have some problems this season.
Oh yeah, and the fact that Vecna chooses to change his name to hide his identity. I was like, that's crazy.
He's clearly trying to trick some people.
Yeah.
So I pitched the most awesome when you were gone, Jake. I pitched the most awesome Chosen and Kim Da-eun show ever.
Okay.
So think of it like this, right? It's like Indiana Jones, but with badass martial arts, and they go squirrel hunting.
Okay.
And so Yoon would be Chosen's short round. So they go on this adventure. Mike Barnes is in the show. Kim Da-eun trains with the rest of the female students, but the show focuses on Chosen, Mike, and Yoon going on adventures looking for the hidden scroll. And what was it that you said, Underground, earlier? Underground was in here earlier. He said, I gotta find it. He said it in the chat, but there's so many comments in the chat earlier. He made me laugh. What did you call it? Something in the Crystal Scrolls. Oh, where is it? I gotta find it. It made me laugh. We were also talking about an animated Binary Brothers spinoff, which is pretty cool. Where is? There's so many chats. Like Hulk says, so many stairs.
Michael says so many times. Yep.
Hey, so what I miss?
Oh, I'm
Oh,
just
not
trying
much.
to catch
Just-
Jake on everything.
I was just dropping some news that I'm gonna be dropping pretty big video pretty soon.
Oh, also, here you want to hear something cool, Jake?
Oh, hold on. Melissa asked me.
Oh, go ahead.
You missed when I said it. I'm dropping my top 5 Stranger Things spinoffs that I want.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. So basically, Jake Underground came up with my my movie production studio. He said, Jedi Joey Vision Productions, which was really cool.
Jedi Joey Vision Production.
Yep. And then where is it? Oh, here it is. This is the one that Underground said about my Kim Da-eun and Chosen show spinoff. The Adventures of Chosen and Kim Da-eun and the Quest of the Crystal Scrolls.
Mm-hmm.
The Crystal Scroll.
Yeah.
All right, I changed my
Cool title.
Yeah, I like the title.
And so I thought I told Silver last night in my Marvel Rival stream because he showed up in my stream and then I told him I know something about this movie that you're probably not gonna like, and he kind of guilted me into saying it. And he was like, and I told him, and he was like, "Oh, that's bullshit."
Oh, no. You're getting out of here. You do not come into this stream and say that Mary Mauser is going to gain 800.
No.
Get out.
Don't
Get out of here.
disrespect her
I'll ban
like
you
that.
myself.
Don't
for
you
that.
disrespect her like that. No.
No. Get out.
buddy. Maybe you should go look at yourself in the mirror before saying
Right.
it.
Bro, Mary
Yeah.
Mauser kick your ass, bro. I don't know what you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way,
Throw it and turn it into a pretzel.
Oh, by the way, Joe, I just fixed my my ranking. You know where not Born Again, Brave New World is?
Where?
So so it's in the bottom, but like I think it's better than the Marvels, Quantumania, Multiverse of Madness, The Eternals, Captain Marvel, Black Widow, Love and Trash, and Dark World. So it's in the middle.
I find it
I'm
funny
not
that you
gonna
call
put
Love
on
and Thunder Love and Trash.
I'm not gonna put it on the ranking until I do until I see
rewatch.
Fantastic Four. Because when Fantastic Four comes out, I'm gonna do my biggest MCU movie ranking video ever, where it's gonna be Iron Man 1 to Fantastic Four.
You know what's funny actually about my list, Joe? It's behind the Incredible Hulk.
Albino Black.
Wow.
MCU.
I didn't even think Incredible Hulk was even that great either.
I think it's a little bit better than Brave New World, just a little bit, not too much.
Just a little bit, yeah. That's fair.
Tiny bit better. Yeah, no, it's pretty interesting. Yeah, no, I'm looking forward to hopefully getting to play more Rivals tomorrow and on Monday for sure, Jake, because I've been enjoying.
Oh yeah. Oh yep. I'm definitely excited for that.
How did the game go today that you were watching?
We won in overtime.
Yeah, that must have been a pretty awesome stream.
Yeah. I was excited when the game ended.
Yeah, it's funny that you told Silver about the movie because we had him here earlier today and he was causing some problems. But nice thing I like about Restream is every time he comes in here, not only can I like on YouTube, I ban him, he comes back in like 10 minutes. But the cool thing about Restream is even though he has millions of accounts, I can put all of his accounts on permanent block lists on Restream.
That's incredible.
That's
Yeah.
awesome.
So even if he makes new accounts, the ones his old accounts, he'll never get back ever. They're gone. As long as I use Restream, he can never bring them back here.
That's great.
Yep.
Bro, Andy, what the
Make
heck,
this
bro?
link, bro. You're done.
Yeah, I saw what Andy said in the chat.
What did Andy do?
Oh, so Andy told Chosen after the game, Chosen said let's celebrate with Abby and Pauly Shore, and then Andy just replied back to him and said, no, you're celebrating with Pauly Shore and Abby
Oh
Anderson.
yeah, I was gonna tell Joe this when I was gonna join the stream because I just remembered. So I was rewatching the fight between Quan and the Yoon and the other guys in episode 3, Joe.
Yeah.
And the one thing I didn't notice, I don't know how I didn't notice this for a while now. When Quan does that one kick to Yoon, I noticed something. I heard a knife sound when that happened. So this whole time, since episode 3, they've been foreshadowing Quan dying because I heard like a knife sound in the background when he was kicking him.
Yeah, and don't forget, Kreese was actually sharpening his knife when Quan confronted him.
Watch.
Yeah, Quan, bro, I wish Quan was in it. I actually know, man. Quan.
I'm watching.
Face.
Yeah.
Yeah, the creepy face.
Robbie versus Quan should have been the finals. I said this many times.
Oh no.
Yeah. Joe, listen, I have to go because I'm getting kind of tired.
Oh,
But
we're
we
all
should
getting tired, Melissa. It's
Yeah.
all good.
Um,
Good podcast. We'll
yeah,
do it
let's.
I'll
Yeah,
see you Thursday.
we should. Yeah, Tuesday. You'll definitely see me. Just let me know the time, and I'll be
Yeah,
there.
I will.
I may be a little bit late, but I'll be there.
Of course.
And I am game for doing it all like this for having this sort of stream where we talk
Oh, it worked out
like
great.
Cobra Kai and all of that.
Yeah, we had an amazing
once-
turnout. It was great here.
Yeah, once a week and also Herd too.
Herd's gonna be great. Yeah, Thursday was
Yeah,
great.
Herd's gonna be awesome. All right, I'll see you guys
I'll
on
actually
Tuesday,
see you
and I'll
tomorrow.
talk.
I'll see you tomorrow night, actually, Melissa, because I'll see you. For
Yeah.
Small.
Yep. I'll see you tomorrow, Joe. I'll see the rest of you guys
Yeah,
on
there's-
Tuesday.
Yeah,
And I'll
there's a
see,
spawn
and on Instagram, and I'll see you guys on Instagram. Okay.
Yes, indeed.
All
Take
right.
care.
Bye.
Hey, see ya.
I'm gonna be live for a couple more minutes probably anyway, because I'm gonna be going to bed pretty soon.
Okay.
Bro, I said, I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. I was talking to someone about this earlier. Robbie versus Quan should have been the finals.
It should have been.
Because I don't see, I'm not that, like, no offense to Patrick Lewis, his fighting isn't that great. Like, I'm gonna be real honest, like, that's it. Like, there was moments where you can kick, but, like, his fighting skills aren't, like, that's why I'm like, bro, like, Robbie and Quan, if that was the final, that would be way more intense. And, like, both Robbie and Quan would go all out in that fight.
Yeah.
And this whole Miguel and Axel beef is one-sided. That's the one thing I don't like about it.
Yeah, you know what else I noticed too that's kind of crazy, Chosen?
Yeah.
You know how people said they don't want to put two characters who's stronger fighters and skills and everything?
Yeah.
I noticed something kind of wild.
Okay.
Robbie, even though Robbie was a good fighter in season 5, Robbie, despite not getting injured till season 6, is a whole season behind Miguel in terms of skills. Even with Miguel getting injured, Miguel learned the flying sidekick first. Miguel learned the flying tornado first. Like, it's wild.
I will give it to Robbie. This whole season, Robbie has actually ridden really well when it comes to his fights. Like,
He
especially.
has
Like,
some really good moves in his fights. I can definitely.
and I'm gonna be honest, Joe, and people might call me crazy. I think the Robbie and Axel fight is way more entertaining than the Miguel and Axel fight.
I understand. I like
what-
the Miguel and Axel fight because I think it's cool to see how far Miguel has come.
That's the one thing I like, but like the whole like The one thing I didn't like about the Miguel and Axel fight, yeah, it's like in the first round, Miguel dominates. The second round, Axel dominates. The third round, Miguel dominates. Why would you do that? Why can't both of them dominate each other? That's the thing I like about the Robbie and Axel fight, because in the second round, Robbie versus Axel, both Robbie and Axel were getting points on each other. It wasn't one person.
That's true.
Like, I don't know why I didn't do that with Miguel and Axel. And the biggest missed opportunity, whoever said this fight was bloody, you lied to us, bro.
Yeah.
I didn't like how it wasn't bloody. It should have been brutal.
That's why, to me, I think the best fight of all part 3 for me is I think Johnny and Wolf is the one fight that I like the best, because I feel that it delivered everything I wanted it to.
It was emotional. It was personal. Like
I like that you had everything, and I like that you felt like how serious it was, and like there's little moments in it that are just great, like the idea of like the social cues of like how Johnny, when he finishes with the spinning back fist, how right before like, you know, he was telling when he was training with Chosen and Daniel, he was telling them that he really wanted to land a flying kick on Wolf, and there's a moment where he lands a tornado kick on Wolf's face right before he gets the final point, which I thought was awesome.
You want to know my in terms of like the semifinals and the finals, I do have like a ranking on in my head on how these fights is like from worst to best. I think the worst fight for me personally is the Zara and Maria fight. You know the Zara and Maria fight in episode 7?
Yeah, that one wasn't very exciting.
Yeah, it was so quick. It wasn't that interesting. And then the next one, I'm gonna go with the first Robbie and Axel fight, the one from part 2.
Yeah.
Because it wasn't finished. That's my big issue. It wasn't finished.
At least we saw blood in that fight, though.
That's the thing. We didn't see blood. And then the next up we got is Tori versus Zara. Now I know people are gonna be disappointed because I put this very low. It was one-sided. That's my problem with Tori versus Zara. It was one-sided.
It was one-sided, but I watched. Did you see that they've been putting out the behind the scenes for some of the fights on Instagram?
Yeah.
And the behind the scenes for Peyton and Reina was incredible. Did you?
I mean, yeah, that was incredible. I just feel like this fight, it's basically Robbie versus Quan, which I love the Robbie versus Quan fight, but my biggest problem with Robbie versus Quan, it was one-sided too. I just feel like I hate when the fights are one-sided. I want it to be like personal, like.
But they wanted you to feel like that. We knew that Tori was going to beat Zara, and they wanted you to just know that it was going to be no contest for her because she would be so distracted. And
that's my big problem with the Iron Dragons. Like, I love the Iron Dragons, but why would you nerf them? What was the point of nerfing? What was the point of making them think that they're a big threat? Like, this is worse than Korean Cobra Kai, and I'm gonna be like real dead. So,
no, I feel like personally, and I was talking to people about this earlier. I think that they were kind of playing people because I think, one, I don't think this is the last we're going to see Zara. And two, I think that the next time we see her, because some of these characters need to grow, they need to get these wins to build their characters up. I think we're going to see in the Robbie and Tori spinoff, I think we're going to see a much more even fight.
Yeah.
And I talked to Melissa about this earlier. In the Robbie and Tori spinoff, Robbie and Tori won't be Miyagi or Cobra Kai anymore, which means one thing I've talked about is I think Robbie might get his revenge on Axel in the future.
That's good.
I think that Axel will be in Miyagi-Do and Robbie won't. And I think Robbie and Tori are going to get their own dojo because of the sponsor that they're in. And I think when Robbie's training to be a sensei, when he gets his global tournament win, I think he's going to just absolutely decimate Axel. Because
in terms of my ranking, where was I actually? I forgot where I was. I think I was.
Get the fuck off this shit. No. You're not gonna say anything more about Mary Mouser.
Yeah. Stop being so disrespectful of Mary, bro.
What I was gonna say is that the next fight that I want to put up.
When I go to work tomorrow, when I start going on my first break tomorrow, I'm making a Mary Mouser Samantha Russo tribute video with "That's My Girl." You guys can all suck off because that is ridiculous.
Anyways, what I was gonna say is that before this loser in the chat was interrupting me when I was trying to do my ranking, the next fight I want to go to is Quan vs Diego. The reason why Quan vs Diego's up there, Joe, and this might be a hot take, is that the way Quan fights, it's just the way Quan fights. It's just perfect. Ren actually knows what he's
It was
doing.
a good fight.
Like, I know Diego got destroyed, but it was still a pretty good
You know,
fight.
it's a missed opportunity
And
for
then
me
the-
that I wish we would have gotten. That I think would have been better. Since you talked about the best fighters getting to fight more people, I know when we were
Yeah.
introduced to Wolf, you got to have that cage fight against the guy, but the opponent wasn't really putting up that much of a fight. I wish before we got Johnny, even though he fought Johnny and Daniel in part 2, and then even though he fought, he took out the ref with a spinning back fist. I hope
Yeah.
there's some more deleted scenes, of the brawl, because I wish we would have seen Wolf like Rogue One his way through the brawl.
I think there is. So what is the next fight? Oh yes, the next fight. This might be a crazy take because I really start to realize this. I think the next fight I'm gonna go to is Miguel versus Axel. Yes, this fight is pretty not that low, just a little low, just because it was kind of. It wasn't that exciting. It was overhyped. This fight was overhyped. Like, I blame the leaks on this because why would you leak this fight? Why would you leak everything about Miguel going to Cobra Kai? This fight was overhyped.
See, to
Clearly.
me, I thought it had good
That's not
moments, and I thought the emotion really brought it in, but I felt like it didn't feel that dangerous of a fight. It seemed like, honestly, what I liked about the fight was it proved how much, like anybody that was talking about Axel, it proved how Miguel was so motivated that Axel couldn't even
Yeah.
stand a chance to him. And I think
And that's my big problem. Why did they make Axel so weak in this fight? Like, listen, I'm not going after you. I know the Miguel fans can say, "Oh, CV, you want Miguel to get injured?" No, but I want Miguel to have blood on his face because that's my big problem. You're making Axel a big threat. Why not have this be a difficult fight for Miguel? That's my big issue with this whole thing. At least, yeah, this fight was
I think
disappointing.
the fact that a lot of the
moments.
stuff was rushed. I think that's what really hurt the situation.
And then the next fight I'm gonna go to, and this is not any semifinals or finals, but next up is Robbie versus Quan. This fight is so good. Like Robbie fighting Quan in episode 9, that fight, Brennan and Tanner killed it. The music was there. Yeah, it was perfect. The next up we got is Johnny versus Wolf. This fight, oh my god, Johnny Wolf, bro. This fight was
Love that
crazy.
fight.
I was just going crazy. But the best fight in this tournament setting, Robbie versus Axel. Perfect. This fight, like even if Robbie got injured, he went all out on Axel. This fight.
Yo,
So yeah, that's my ranking.
this is Max. Oh my god.
I didn't ban you, bro. You're good, man. I didn't ban you.
Yeah,
I
what do
didn't
mean
ban you, Max. You're good, bro.
Wait, I think I know who this. Is this Max Kelly?
Yeah.
Oh my.
He didn't do anything bad right now. I didn't ban anyone.
Oh, he's going. I don't know, dude.
What did you think about What did you think about getting to see Bobby, Max? Were you happy to see Bobby?
Let me see. Let me see what's going on in the chat. I'm looking at my phone right now.
Yeah, I'm trying to check it real quick.
Are you? Were these people talking about Mary Mauser?
I don't think Max
probably was. He probably was.
No, it's Silver, I think, doing that earlier.
No, you never.
Someone's, oh my god, someone earlier in the chat said, shut the F up about Quan. You're just a Quan lover. Maybe get a Quan poster or something. How about you get a Silver poster and kiss that poster all over? Freaking loser. Yeah, you call me a Quan lover, you're a Silver lover, buddy. Yeah, I need
You never know, though, Joe.
And Quan is a way
Max as well.
Maybe.
But
Max,
also,
did you come in here
second
and
of all-
say bad things about Mary Mauser earlier in the stream? Because if you did, that's why you're getting banned.
I don't think it's who you guys think it is.
I think it was Silver.
Yeah, that's right. I'm thinking it's Silver.
Because
Like,
Corey's always
it's
said
kind of
it.
obvious.
The wording he said it is always the way that Silver said it.
Yeah, you should. No. You should get a
Oh, you
solo
put him on
poster.
timeout.
And also, can I say something real
What
quick
did he
about this
do,
guy?
Jennifer?
Yeah, what did he do?
Yeah, Jennifer, what did you do?
Anyways, what I was gonna say is that at least Quan is interesting. Silver is getting so boring, bro. I don't care what you say.
Oh yeah,
He's
earlier
like,
I said that
old.
nonsense to actual Silver moron, and he didn't like it. And I was like, he came in here before you guys came in. He came in on an account where he called himself Louis Tan sucks. I pretty much told him that Louis Tan would murder you in your sleep because you would like literally stand no chance.
Freaking cool, you're a Quan lover. Yeah. You're a Silver lover, and you probably want to kiss that poster every day in your lifetime. You're probably gonna play it with your
Hold
sick
on.
mom.
Okay,
doing it.
Jennifer.
Okay, no worries. Take your time.
Freaking annoying,
Hold
bro.
on 1 second. Let me see if did he say anything that was bad and we got restricted or something. I don't know.
I banned the other guys that were saying the Mary Mauser stuff.
Yeah, you guys are just mad that Tanner got with Mary and you didn't.
Mary's out here living
Cry
her
about
life. Dimitri 2.0. What are you doing?
Okay.
Underground.
Mary's out living.
Yeah, no. He's right. She's living out her life with Tanner, and you have no one, buddy. So get that out of here with that BS and then chat I saw earlier.
Mary's out living her life. Dimitri 2.0, what are you doing? Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, you know what? Yeah, cry about it because Tanner got with Mary. Cry about it. Cry harder than you ever can in your mom's basement.
I mean, you should probably come back here and be like, oh, I don't want to be with Mary.
He's a loser. No one cares about his opinion.
Or, yeah, he's going to say something like that. He's going to be like, oh, I don't want to be with Mary or something like that.
Yeah. No one. Yeah. Sure, buddy.
Not
Sure.
that way.
I wouldn't if you would.
I know. No, I could get hot. I feel like the single one.
Hey, by the way, Beyond the Kai or Underground, whatever I can call you, I'm trying to figure out how to take out the 24-hour. Oh, I don't know if you already did it, Jennifer. It's too late.
Once they're set for 24 hours, they're done ski till the 24 hours is up. Okay, Max was probably going to say something controversial anyway later.
Sorry.
I think it's odd that he had to go on his dad's account because I don't remember banning him recently.
Beyond the Kai or Underground, I got a big video coming out tonight, or probably either tonight or tomorrow that's gonna be worth checking out. Underground. Trying to decide if I'm gonna release it tonight or tomorrow.
He said, "What's up, Jake?"
I just told you. I have a big video that you're probably gonna like. It's Stranger Things related.
They're glitching the thing out.
Hey, we got a picture of Dallas and Mary and Lisa. Let me share my screen real quick.
Are you sure your screen? Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna share my screen. You guys want to see this photo?
Yeah. Okay, it told me something about it.
Okay, there we go.
The top 5 spin-offs that I want, Underground.
I like that photo. That's a good photo.
I noticed that her nails are yellow. I just realized.
Probably thought it was cool to paint it for.
Yeah, because she's wearing the Cobra Kai gi.
I'm surprised you can look at that. Oh, I'm sorry, Joe. I'm sorry. I did that. It was an accident. You're okay, Jennifer. He sometimes causes problems, so I'm not mad at you, Jennifer. You're doing your job brilliantly, so you have nothing to worry about.
Yeah.
I'm surprised you can look at that photo chosen and not have to
Yo, she looks so different, bro. What the
When you saw
heck,
that
bro?
picture, you're probably
Yeah,
losing your
like Melissa said yesterday, it gives me Kristen Stewart vibes.
Yeah, I like it.
You know what? You know what? Also, what other vibe it gives me?
What?
I just realized it.
Yeah,
Gwen
she tells
Oh
Stacy.
me
yeah,
play
yeah,
against
yeah. I can definitely see Gwen Stacy. Yep.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Cause, oh my God.
I wonder how Tom Holland would feel about that.
Imagine.
That'd be wild.
Wait, hold on.
I mean, since Tom Holland and MJ are no longer a thing now, because MJ doesn't remember him in the movies. Why?
You know
Why?
what's actually crazy?
Oh my gosh. Okay.
No, Jake, you make a good point though, because what's crazy is
But
that
that's what I'm trying to say. Since 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 MJ doesn't remember Peter in the movies now, why not get Mary Mouser to play Gwen Stacy?
and I was gonna add on what I was gonna say because apparently Tom Holland, from what I'm seeing here, is that they're both Tom Holland and Mary are actually the same age, so they can actually play it out.
Yeah, that'd be
perfectly.
pretty cool.
But Tanner better not get upset because freaking, what's it called? You know.
I mean,
not
yeah.
really-
I mean, Tom Holland and Zendaya may be engaged, but it doesn't mean that they're going to be in the movies together.
I mean, yeah.
I mean, even
trying
if
to find
Zendaya's in that movie, I feel like I heard she's gonna have a smaller role. So
Now that she doesn't remember Peter after the events of No Way Home.
According to Netflix leak, Stranger Things season 5 will be released to 2 volumes. Volume 1, October 10th.
you guys can
Interesting.
stay in here if you want. I think I'm gonna end the stream because I'm getting ready to go to bed. I'm
All
tired.
right, no worries.
I'll catch you guys tomorrow though. I'll be around tomorrow.
Yeah, all right. All right,
Adios.
sounds
Okay.
good. Yeah.
Thanks for coming to the stream.